Hold on. All right. We have another live cast here tonight. Almost a full cast here. Justin obviously is not here, obviously. So, guy had to eat dinner. I guess he doesn't want to eat. Yeah, Frank, you definitely got to mute your mic a minute, dude, because I can hear the echo. We'll get a little technical difficulty tonight.
Mine?
There's a little echo coming from Frankie.
No, it's not you for once, Steve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's coming from Frankie Donati's mic for some reason tonight. Justin's not in. He's got to eat his dinner, so he'd rather eat on his by himself instead of eat with his friends, which is okay. Justin, I'm sure you're watching. Do you guys hear that in the background? Because my wife is washing clothes. Can you hear that in the background? That's doing a good job blocking it out. All right, so we have a good on the bench tonight. We got a couple of great guys with us. We got Chuck Rice, who's been here before. Chuck was kind enough to come back on. Chuck does great stuff. He does a lot of sci-fi, right? Gundam stuff.
A cheesy fucking HG model.
Yeah, he does some cheesy Gundams now. Chuck does some good stuff. We got Matt Zador on, right? That's how you say it, right? I'm saying your last name, right? Right, Matt Zador?
Yeah, Zader.
Whatever. Matt's. I know Matt. We met a couple of years ago, right? At one of the nationals.
Yeah,
I think at AMS. You were there with your pops, right? You came with your dad. Yeah. Good guy. Paul.
Yeah.
Kugelman, right? Is how you say your last name?
Yep.
There you go. So we got Paul with us. Paul considered himself a beginner modeler, but we're going to see. We're going to have some fun looking at this stuff and having talking the hobby. We got Mike Blaylock here, going to be promoting Patriot Models, right, Mike?
Yes,
Mike
sir.
has made a couple of rounds on some of the podcasts to talk about the new charity, plus talk about some of the work he's doing. And we're going to have a good time. And then, of course, we got the old guard, Steve, a good friend, Steve Andriano, who's always a team player, takes his shots. We're going to be joking around with him tonight, but Steve does good stuff. Been in the hobby for how long has the scale hobby been around for? Anybody
We started out with balsa wood.
It's like 1962 it started, officially.
Yeah.
Well, model building has existed for hundreds of years.
Right, but IPMS, we'll just stick with IPMS. I mean, Steve has been around since the beginning of injection molding plastic, right?
So IPMS is 1964. Kits were coming out in the mid-50s.
All right, so since the mid-50s, right, Steve?
It's a little before my time, but
nah, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have a really good time tonight. And if we have some time afterwards, we got some stuff that myself or Rob or Frankie or Steve want to show too. We can talk about a few things. But what we're gonna do is, who wants to go first? Who wants to go first here before the start? Anybody? If not, we're just gonna pick somebody and have some fun. All right, we're gonna start with you, Matt, because you're giving me the twisty eyes. We're gonna look at your stuff.
Sure.
So Matt, you've been doing a lot of German stuff too. I see you got, and you're doing some really nice pictures too, like at the black background. So this will be fun.
I wasn't sure how they were going to turn out.
No, you did a pretty good job. What do we got here, Frank? Oh, we everybody's in the room, but we don't necessarily have to show everybody on the screen, Frank, if that'll make it easier. You know what I mean? I don't know if we need to go to the 9 spot while showing everything. A bunch of guys are coming in right now in the chat. Frankie, right? Who do we got in here so far in the chat before we start? We got the usual suspects in here. Darren is here. We sure that Darren didn't come in here last night thinking that we had a show again last night? He usually comes in on Thursday sometimes and thinks we're having a show on Thursday.
He probably did. He gets confused real easily.
Yeah, he's at that age where confusion happens. We got Rob from Red Beat Studios. I see. I don't have my glasses on here, and I don't want to put my glasses on here.
Darren's with
Phoenix
us.
Racing in here too.
Phoenix Racing. We got Amanda, Superbird, TJ's on. Corin's with us here. We got Russ.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good night tonight.
Aaron.
So,
Oh, hey, Russ.
Raymond.
we want everybody to
Good.
throw some questions out at these guys. Let's give them a hard time a little bit too. Especially Adriano. Mute your mic, Frankie. All right. So Matt, here we go. Let's look at some of your stuff, and we'll try this again, and we'll start looking at the work that you've been working on. So hold on, Matt. Before we look at everything, just give us a little background about yourself for people, right? Most people probably don't know you, haven't met you, so just about yourself a little bit, how you got into the hobby, what you like to build, and so on and so forth. Just give it a shot.
Sure. Yeah. So I don't know. I grew up in Ohio, and my dad was a big train guy. So we got started with trains, and he was building aircraft, World War I aircraft and World War II aircraft. And I like tanks, so that started a literal train of tanks. And so, yeah, I did that up until about high school, and then, college and life and everything else. So I kind of
No excuse.
rejoined the hobby a couple years ago. I never did airbrushing, and I really wanted to do airbrushing, so I bought a resin 3D printer. Hated that, but loved the airbrush, and got back into tanks. And I've been doing a little bit of everything from tanks, aircraft, Gundam, some Warhammer stuff.
Good.
Just trying out a bunch of different things, stuff that looks interesting. And I'm working on kit bashing stuff as well, doing stuff that I haven't tried before.
That's what you got to do. That's what it's about. Trying things that you haven't tried before, and you figure out what you get in your zone. You figure out what you're good at, what you like, and keep at it.
So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. Well, it's like a similar story to everybody. I'm the same way. My dad was really big into HO scale trains and stuff. So that's, as a kid, that's what I did. Frank, let's look at the work. I got the stuff beeping here. I want to keep my mic muted. There we go. There we go. So what are we looking at here, Matt?
So
what do we got going?
this is the ass end of a Dragon E100. And this and the Stug are going to be part of a diorama. I'm converting the E100 into a Burge E100, which I'm not really sure how it's going to work out, but like all the photo etch that was supposed to come with the kit didn't come with the kit. So I have T-Rex exhaust ports that are kind of shoehorned on there for the moment. I've carved out all of the weld seams. I'm going to rebuild those. I have a land mode model Panzer III Burge conversion kit that will serve as the primary conversion, I guess.
What kit is this again? Did you say, Matt? What's the base kit?
E100 Dragon.
The Dragon kit. Okay.
Yeah, from like the early 90s.
Yeah, the old like Imperial kit, right, Adriano? It's like the
it's-
old Imperial. Yeah,
It's
Imperial
a
kit.
terrible kit.
Those kits are tough. That's why you
Yeah.
question your modeling is when you're doing those kits, man.
Yeah, and I've done a lot of bad kits, but this one's really hitting the sauce. I don't want to waste it because it's still a kit, but it's a good kit to try shit out. So, and then I 3D printed the Spade. It's intended to go on the back. Still not sure yet. I also have outriggers that I took off of a modern vehicle that I might mount on. I'm not sure if I'll have enough space to stick them on somewhere, but
You got plenty of room.
it's an idea. And then I have full tracks built for it. And I have a bunch of aftermarket parts from exhaust, resin exhaust from ammo, tow hooks from ammo, all kinds of stuff. Probably way too much invested into it for not being farther along in the kit. But we'll see how it goes.
Well, it's
So
very ambitious with all the stuff that you're adding to it. I think that I really,
yeah,
I appreciate that. You know, you're really trying to make the kit better by adding a lot of those extra details, which is awesome. And that the kit like this, an older Imperial kit, there's not many of these around when it comes to this. I think Takum, does Takum make this? Rob
they don't make
Adams?
an E100. Actually,
Or is it Trumpeter?
Amusing Hobby and Trumpeter.
Amusing Hobby,
Yeah.
that's it. That's who does it, right? So there's not many choices of this. It's a big. Are you gonna do the fenders, the big fenders on the
No,
sides?
I'm gonna leave off the fenders because
Okay.
I think as a Burrish vehicle, they're not necessary. And I think it looks in a way kind of cool without the side fenders. 'Cause a
Really
lot of
cool,
the-
actually.
A lot of the pictures always show the fenders. So the kit doesn't really go together really well. And, you know, after 20 years, 30 years, it's kind of warped. So it doesn't really go together well, but I'll make it work.
I got faith
Clamps
in
are
you.
for-
You'll make it work. What's
yeah,
up, Robbie?
it'll be fine.
That's what clamps are for.
That's what clamps are. Are those fruit tracks you got there or something?
Yeah,
Or
yeah, those are full tracks,
Right.
and they are a pain in the ass to put together.
well,
And
trust
they're
me, you
hu-
know
they're
they, they are a pain. Sometimes could be, but in some ways they're a lot easier than some other tracks out there right now.
Were those the old clamp fruit tracks, or are they the ones with the wire?
It's a wire,
The wire.
and it has like the two ends. One is the end piece, one the wire slides through, and it has the center piece, and then the two links to make a section. So putting
You're
the tracks
brave.
together have been at least, I don't know, 12, 16
You're very
hours.
brave.
Yeah, well, the
Um,
whole idea
they'll
with the
look
tracks
amazing.
is you do them in like every build session. What I do is I do a little bit of tracks every night for a little bit, and then like before you know it, you did 10 tracks, and in a week's time you got a whole set done, and you only took 10 minutes a day out of your time before you go nuts.
Right, but the
Yeah.
CRS tracks or any of the 3D printed tracks, those take me, a couple hours to put together. These things were like,
CRS Frankie's giving a shout out to CRS Tank Works. Frankie's first published article in a magazine was his review with me for CRS Tank Works, and that guy does a really good job. Cody Wurzma, right, Frank?
Yep, giving a shout out to Cody. Hopefully, I'll see him at Nationals.
Yeah, there you go. But poor
Yeah,
Frank
this-
can't talk like he normally would because he's having technical difficulties up
Are
there
you still
today.
hearing it right now?
No, it's okay right now, actually.
it's just
Yeah.
really
Give
quiet.
this a shot. Here.
You're just quiet. You are really quiet though, Frank. Like I said before, something is up. Your gain is really low.
I'm subdued and slightly emotional.
Yeah,
Can you
could be,
throw
I
up the
could.
Stug real quick because it's kind of part of that E100 series? Please, thank you. Yeah, so this is the Tacom Stug 3F8.
Yeah,
The-
fate.
It's,
Yeah.
it's the Blitz kit. It's a piece of
A blip.
shit.
Well, hold on. What'd you say? It's a piece of what?
It's a piece of Blitz.
All right. Well, you can see, you can curse here, man. It's just full disclosure. Yeah, those kits are tough, man. There's a reason why they're $19.
It's $19 and a lot of work.
You know what I tell people all the time? Buy like the really cheap toilet paper, and then after using the good toilet paper, and you say
Yeah.
to yourself, "Shit, man, toilet paper keeps busting up on me whenever I'm wiping my ass." You wonder why? Because it's cheap toilet paper. Same thing with models.
I've built a lot of cheap models, and this takes the cake.
Yeah, they're tough, man. And I
not-
take
not so
crap
fun.
for that, though. I take crap from the powers that be because I bash on these Blitz kits, but I'll always bash on them.
Yeah, thankfully I don't have too many more, but yeah.
Nah,
so
but you
the
look like you're
idea
doing a good job on it, though.
is the E100 will be pulling this out of a ditch or something
Okay.
of sorts. Because I bought like the chunky Panzer IV tow hooks from T-Rex to stick on the E100, and I'll hook them on there somewhere. So that's kind of the plan with that. Plus, I have a bunch of maintenance and engine maintenance figures and like an idea for scenery. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And I also have CRS tracks for this as well. I just don't have them in my pictures.
You did a really good job on this so far. So you prime as you go. Is that what you're doing? You're priming this up. Is that what it is?
No, it was just trying to get something on it, trying to get some paint because I wanted to do kind of some black highlighting because it's been sitting on my bench for an eternity.
Okay, but you look like you're doing a pretty good job. You're using the kit tracks because I know the kit tracks are really rough on these kits.
This,
No.
yeah, this is CRS.
You gonna use CRS Tankworks?
Yeah. And the photo etch on this was not fun. I would say
He
that.
is the devil.
Well, I mean, you talking about the PE that came with the kit?
Yeah, it's rough. The placement is rough, I would say.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Brian's all philosophical tonight, by the way. Keep an eye on him.
who is?
Brian Denclow.
Oh, Denclow.
He's getting all philosophical here.
Yeah, he's a big Blitz kit fan. So I'm sure he's taking offense to even Matt bashing it, even though he has every right to, considering he's building it.
Yeah, I can. We'll see how the others go. I still have 2 Panzer IIIs and a Young Tiger in the Blitz series, so we'll see how those go. But this one was not ideal.
Well, this guy's a real philosopher.
For even the very wise cannot see all enemies.
And so this is the Trumpeter, the Schultz
Paul,
wagon.
how you doing?
That's the Geschützwagen, man.
It's
That's,
the Geschützwagen.
that kit,
Yeah.
yeah, that kit right there is the kit that started the
Miscreants.
what's it who is Jeff's the scale
3D
3D back in the day.
Oh yeah. the
SC3.
SC 3D. That's what that kit's what started it all. I love what you do with the camo on this, Matt. That looks pretty damn cool.
So I tried to do the dot camo. I've repainted this 3 or 4 times, and I landed on this kind of worn dot camo as the intention that they rushed building this monstrosity, and it was going from testing straight into the field. That was kind of the idea, which is why half of it's painted in camo and the other half is camo, but chipped away in the front. These are also the CRS King Tiger tank tracks, because the Frohl tracks were too short, or I didn't have enough lengths. And I kind of finished it for ODO this year. However, I'm going to pull out the cannon, and I bought a metal barrel, and I'm gonna refit the metal barrel in the existing,
Perfect.
and probably kind of rebuild that inner part and fill the injection pin marks on the inside of the casket, and just kind of tidy up, make the interior look like it's more worn in.
That's cool.
Do like more of the the bright red interior primer paint, put chipping fluid, and then put in the dark tan, and then strip it all away.
Yeah, the interior of those Geschützwagens are pretty damn cool. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Big,
So there's just a lot of like redoing the work that I already did.
I don't think anybody could stand inside there while a gun was being fired, right, Frankie?
I don't think so.
Fucked up.
Gonna lose a leg.
Fucking done. BFG baby.
What happened to Matt? I was standing inside when the gun went off.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the new metal barrel.
And that's the barrel, huh? What's the barrel?
Yeah.
Who's the barrel from?
I think it's RB barrels actually.
RB, huh?
Yeah. Because there's a huge seam line running down, and I built this kit 10, 12 years ago. So I was dealing with the work that I had, 12 years ago, which I was not serious about building stuff. So I'm just kind of trying to fix things and, improve them. So
I know, I like that though. And what's up, Mad Genius? Yeah, it's you know, especially those barrels with those seam lines, it all depends on how big the seam is and why it's there as a two-part barrel, so on and so
Yeah.
forth. Sometimes it's worth changing out the barrel, but a barrel this big can also, you know, you have to figure it out. It might like droop the whole thing because it's so heavy
Right.
because it's a big barrel.
Right.
That's the only thing. Did a good job. Now, what's the tracks? What tracks is this?
Those are the CRS King Tiger, late King Tiger tracks.
I love that you're using the CRS Tankworks tracks, right, Frankie?
Yeah, absolutely. I got a set of the KT one, so maybe if I get this kit, I'll use them on this too.
Right. This is King Tiger tracks, but just a lot of them, right? That's what it is.
Correct.
More.
Yeah.
It's like a double dose of them.
Did you just use one pack, Matt, or did you have to buy more than one?
I have 2 packs, but I think that there's enough extra links in one pack to make it work.
Which is good to know. It's good to know that CRS always packs in extras, which is good
Yeah.
to see. So yeah, because that's a
Yeah.
long rack. of tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a lot. That looks really that looks good, man. And your photography is pretty good, Matt. You're doing a pretty damn good job.
Yeah.
You should
and
teach
then,
Adriano how to take pictures.
and
that was coming.
this is
he
using
lifted his head
Yeah,
up.
surprise.
a combination of Tamiya paint, and the back is with Atom paint.
Oh wow.
And the tracks are the Life Color Rust.
Great set, man. The rust and dust sets.
Yeah.
How do you like the Atom paints? I'm curious to know how you like them.
I love them. I like that the odorless stuff. So I have my paint booth is in my sunroom. So I kind of try to be kind of cognizant. Kind of one of the reasons why I got rid of my resin printer, because it was just too much stuff. A little too toxic for me. But
I want
having
you to
Atom is-
emphasize. You said sunroom, meaning a room is called the sunroom. You didn't put it in
it's
your
a sunroom.
son's
or a-
room so he can deal with the fumes, right? So to
No,
make sure people aren't going to call
like
like CPS on you
sunshine.
by the end of
Yeah,
the night.
or I guess they called them Florida rooms.
Right, they're
yeah,
Florida
yeah.
ones, right?
Yeah, so it's all glass sliding doors. It's the worst design ever, but it's a really small room, and it's just my supposed
I
to be my
appreciate that.
workshop, but I got too much damn paint in it.
Well, I like that.
Griffey has got a point. He's right. Atom paints hate enamel thinner. They do.
Oh, they do. Okay, but they're lacquer based, though, right?
No, they're
no,
acrylic.
they're acrylic.
Atom paints. Oh, they're acrylic, but they like
Yeah.
have
They're
like
supposed to
characteristics-
act like a lacquer, but
Oh,
like spray like a lacquer. Right?
Yeah, I like them because they're a lot more saturated than the Tamiya.
Yeah, they're nice colors, but
They're
I'm
just-
an
the colors are
enamel
fun.
wash guy, and yeah,
Oh, you mean it interacts with when you put enamel washers on top?
it just if you start scrubbing, you got to be real gentle with it.
Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay, so you're gonna have to like put a barrier over it if you wanted to use them then.
yeah, I would recommend that. I
Yeah,
found
just
that out on my
throw it-
X-Wing.
Throw a mat on it or a satin finish.
Lose the
it's
dog, Steve. What did I tell you about that shit? Get the newspaper.
You're gonna laugh so hard the dentures are gonna fall out.
Hold on, let's go to the. You just put up. We'll do a couple more for Matt because he did send a lot of pics. But this is what is this here, Matt? What are we looking at?
This is a Warhammer
Ah,
tank thing.
is it Warhammer? Like, is it the which one is this? This
Yeah.
is the 40K one or whatever.
This is the 40K,
Mhm.
and there's a bunch of figures with this.
Oh, I like that. That's pretty damn cool.
It's like a hovercraft thing. It's called the Space Marines Primaris Repulsor Executioner. That's a mouthful.
Jesus,
Yeah, but that's a cool. That's a Rob Adams. That's even a Chuck Rice tank right there.
yeah, I'd build that. Except for
I could see
GW
Chuck
shit's so
Rice doing
expensive.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
very expensive,
Yeah.
but the molding is flawless.
What
there's-
scale is it?
I don't know.
Warhammer is roughly 48 scale.
Okay,
You know what it is?
that's pretty cool.
Listen, I was at like about a month or two ago. I was with my buddy Jim Gould at the hobby shop. I'm like, I want to buy a Warhammer tank, and I'm not cheap. But every time I pick something up, I'm like, I don't know if I feel like spending $140 on fucking one thing.
And they're pretty simple kits too.
Yeah,
Like,
they go together really well.
but there's not a shitload of parts, right? You
no,
gotta-
but it's cool, man. That's so
Yeah.
cool. That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
man.
just they're expensive. Yeah, so I started to paint this, and because this is supposed to be like royal blue.
Yes, that's right. I've seen the box art.
Oh,
for
it's a
this, too.
Space Marine tank.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Royal blue. That's pretty cool. That's a cool color on that, man. And like the thing is a gold, right? Like there's a gold accent on it or whatever. Or white. Okay, yeah. That's
white.
it.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go. That thing's fucking cool.
And what is this, Matt?
This is Warlord Games. This is like the Vogel Spine, I think. It's another like a intended to be like a 1947 game similar to Warhammer. And I finished this for ODO this year as well.
Okay.
Pretty basic kit, not as good as the Warhammer vehicle, but it looked cool as all hell. So I was like,
Yeah, it is
I
cool, man.
gotta,
That's really
I
cool.
gotta
man.
do this.
There's no room for a guy inside there with a chain gun and
No.
fucking cannons.
No, it's tiny. And then this is just sitting on a 3D printed base, and I just did the grass and gravel and stuff. So nothing crazy.
That's really cool. And what kind of paint did you do with that?
That was Adam paints as well.
Is this the quarter scale leopard from Tamiya?
This is the quarter scale leopard.
So we were just talking about the one I did a while back before. How did you like the kit? Okay.
Oh, I loved it. I mean,
And,
the fact that I could get half of it done in 4 hours is great.
Yeah, and the tracks were pretty damn good on it too.
My tracks, I kept breaking them. They were annoying me.
Really, I didn't really have much of a problem with the tracks.
Yeah,
I kind of kept them in
Just don't do
sections and
tracks.
painted them in sections, and then I put them
Yeah.
together. And then I kept the whole hull off. So then
Right.
when the tracks are
Yeah.
on, I put the hull on top at the end.
Yeah,
kinda,
that's
sorta.
what I did. And then my goal is to do it like night shifts leopard video, kind of. So that's why I textured the tracks. And then I bought an Abrams to do kind of side by side in the same kind of format. Not sure how it'll turn out. We'll see.
Brian Denclau is asking if you talk to him at the ODO show. You know Brian Denclau from the Build Sideways podcast. Tall guy, really goofy looking, like really weird guy. You know what we're talking about. You can't miss him because he's like 7'2". Really
Maybe.
weird guy. You know who we're talking about? Brian Denclau,
I don't think I did.
Build Sideways podcast. All right, if you saw him,
Next
it
time,
would be really hard to miss. So you probably didn't talk to him. He's laughing. He knows I'm joking. No, Brian Denclau, we love him dearly. He's been on our podcast. He's been on the podcast, and he's also been on the live cast. He's been on a lot of things with us. He's one of the main hosts on the Build Sideways. He's asking if he met you, but I guess you guys didn't. I mean, listen, the ODO is a huge show. You live in Virginia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that shows Jake. I mean, Adriana was there. Chuck, did you go to the ODO?
I did.
Yeah,
I
Chuck was there
meant,
too.
Mhm.
Yeah. He's a big
I saw Brian, and like I said, he looks like Lurch from Adam's Family, so you can't miss him.
poor Brian. He's not even
With a
Get him in.
ponytail.
Oh, yeah, he's the guy with the
Frankie,
hoverbug.
send Brian the StreamYard. Send the link. Seriously, send it to him. Brian,
Oh
I'm
my
sending you the
God.
StreamYard. Jump in. We got an extra spot. But then back to the Tamiya Leopard before we move on, Matt. I'm interested. So how did you like the decals for I didn't like the decals.
I didn't do the bins. I was like, this is dumb. I'm just
Yeah, I
gonna
don't like that
slap
they
the
did that.
crosses on there and just be done with it.
Yeah, that's really, in my opinion, it was really short. Like to me, it really it's like, come on, man. Like all the tools are on, all molded on, and that's a big tank. That to
Yeah.
me, that Leopard in 48 scale is like the size bigger than a Panzer III, right, Frankie?
Yeah.
In 35th scale, it's a
No,
big
it is.
tank.
It is.
There's no reason to have molded on tools on a kit that big. So
Yeah,
I was a
there
little
were
disappointed.
a few parts that I was like, that seems odd that they would do that way, but
Yeah.
fact that I could get it together in less than a day is
No, I agree. And I
with
built
it.
it for them. I did it for the magazine, like when it came out. I got an early copy of it. But Black Ops models, who we just had on the Quarter Scale Madness podcast that we dropped today, Matt from Black Ops Models was Waterman, who was our guest. They do a whole set for it now. Changed the side bins, all the stuff. They did an amazing job on it. They did it. It's a really great set. Did you send Brian the link?
Of course.
All right, he'll jump in. If he jumps in, we'll get him
I'm
in.
not Justin. Come on.
Right, you're reliable, unlike some people named Steve Santucci. Oh, there he is. He's making sure he's paying attention. All right. So anything else for Matt, or is that it,
That's
man? We've been
from
going
Matt.
for a while.
He is done. He is
Matt,
done
that's
like
awesome, dude. You're
yesterday's
doing
dinner.
really impressive stuff, Matt. I like that you're doing a whole bunch of stuff. You're doing quarter scale, 35th. You're doing sci-fi. You're doing a lot of different things. That's pretty awesome, man. I like that.
Yeah,
You're
you're
not-
done. Fuck off.
No, don't be a dick. All right, we're gonna go to Paul. Paul,
Oh,
I'm glad-
perfect. Because guess who I picked?
you picked Paul. Paul's just getting new. He's new to the hobby, really. Mute your mic, Frank. You got a little echo. So Paul, just give a little introduction to yourself. Just talk about yourself a little bit, how you got into the hobby, and so on and so forth, and we'll take it from there.
Well, so what got me into the hobby is my wife bought me a model tank for Christmas. Italieri, if I'm saying that right, 35th scale Leopard. I think it's a 1A5. And
Wait for
I have this personality where I feel like I got to do things right. So I bought model kits to do before I, to warm up, before I do the tank that she got me, because I want to do a good job. I'm the one she got me. And so I started modeling in January this year. I built with Tamiya Churchill Mark 7 35th scale, the one that was up on the screen, 35th scale Tamiya M41 Walker Bulldog. Today I finished a T34/85 in quarter scale. Kind of bought that by mistake. I was trying to stay with 35th, 135th, but
Right.
That was a fun build. So yeah, that's the extent of my modeling background.
That's okay. Listen, everybody's got to start somewhere. I mean, everybody has a start to the hobby. Some people come in, they leave for a while, come back. It all depends on how long they're out of the hobby. But it's a great hobby, and everybody got to start somewhere, man. You got to start somewhere.
Oh yeah, I think this community has been great. I mean, seriously, everybody's been very supportive, well, for the most part. People
Well,
have been
yeah,
supportive.
listen. Everybody should be
Yeah.
supportive. There's no reason not
Yeah,
to be,
there's
right, Rob
fuckhead-
Adams?
Yeah, there's fuckheads everywhere though. So
Yeah, you can't get away from that.
There's no
Yeah.
reason for people not to be supportive. And listen, it's modeling, anything in life. There's different people have different skill levels. People have different abilities, and people are going to achieve different things. But the more you work at it, you're always going to improve. You improve from one model to the next. I still improve from one model to the next. Rob Adams, on the other hand, he's been regressing a little bit, but that goes without saying,
yeah,
right, Rob?
yeah.
He's like, yeah, what to tell you.
Look, whatever.
So no, but that's awesome, Paul. And Paul, are you live in Jersey? You're in Jersey right now?
No, I left Jersey when I was 9. I'm in Virginia. I'm a
you're in
member of
Virginia
the club
too.
that throws up the ODO.
Okay. We'll say it again.
I said I'm in Richmond, so
Oh, you're right over. So you're not too far from Adriano's, kind of down in Virginia now too. Matt's in Virginia. Everybody's in fucking Virginia. It's in the water in Virginia. Everybody
Frankie-
wants to go to Virginia.
Frankie Blanton.
Frankie Blanton's in Virginia.
oh,
He's in
okay.
Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah,
Is
well,
that-
just outside.
Oh, you know Frankie Blanton?
I do not. No.
Oh,
Not yet.
I
Maybe
think
Everybody
everybody in
needs to know
Virginia.
Frankie.
I think everybody in Virginia knows everybody, right?
Yeah, okay.
I'm kidding. No, I thought you said you did know him though. Yeah, but let's take a look at some of your builds here, Frankie. So let's get them up.
All
So
right.
this is the Walker Bulldog.
It is. Yeah, it's a Tamiya kit. Went together well. I'll tell you, being this new to it, everything was new, and it took a lot of thinking and a lot of, okay, how do you do this? This model. So anyway, it went together really well. But when I put it together, the front seam where the glacis plate and the front, whatever that piece that comes down met, there was a big gap. I tried to putty it. It looked like garbage. So I actually wound up soaking the tank in rubbing alcohol and taking all the paint off.
Okay, we've all been there many times, many times.
I'm doing more. I've done more negative modeling than I have positive modeling, but I'm still enjoying it. The cover for the gun I did from scratch with some epoxy. But yeah, I mean, it was a fun build. This was the first tank I ever did. I did a figure. You know, I'm just trying to push myself.
Everybody in this hobby that does armor has done the Walker Bulldog at one point in their life, I think. Right,
have
Frankie
not.
Donati? I don't know if there's anybody that
I have
mean,
not built the Walker Bulldog.
Really, I think
You're
because
special.
you got into the hobby late too, kind of, sort of, Rob. But I think everybody who's been in the right, Steve Andriano, like at some point, everybody has had to build the Tamiya Walker Bulldog.
Nope,
At some
never
point.
built
The
it.
first Tamiya
No?
kit I built probably 25 years ago was the Sherman. I did their Sherman.
Really?
is-
Wow. Anybody in the chat? Does anybody else like not have built the Walker Bulldog?
I
think
have
it's-
the AFV Walker.
Look who it is. Look who's
Ah.
joined. Hold on. Go to full screen really quick, Frankie. Look who's here. So, Matt, this is the guy we were talking about. Hold on.
Mr. Philosopher.
Frankie's having technical
Philosopher.
difficulties here. There he is, Brian Denklau, host of the Built Sideways podcast. We knew he was partaking in some scotch tonight with Justin Ryan somewhere. I'm like, is
Bet your
Justin
ass.
watching? So I could just tell by your post that you were feeling good tonight. That's Mr. Brian Denklau right there, man. So there
Yeah,
we go.
I didn't talk to you.
Right
I
on.
didn't
Well, I'm
talk
coming
to
next.
you. I would recognize that guy.
I would have
There.
recognized you.
Yeah, you'll see me. I'm tall as fuck. And then that's the first, it's the first place that I met Charles. He walked up to me, he was like, "Hey, are you Brian? Are you Bro Builder? Are you from Built Sideways?" And I was like, "Shit." And he's like, "I'm Charles Rice." And I was like, "Oh, fuck."
Everybody knows Chuck
Let's
Rice. Now, this
go.
guy's a legend in the field right now, this guy.
No, he's fantastic. I love Charles. He's
I
awesome.
love
I'm
Chuck.
all
like-
over the
Big
board.
part
I'm
of
like-
insanity.
Gonorrhea, I'm getting around.
Yeah.
You are like gonorrhea.
Wow.
You're
Let's
right.
get back to Paul. We're still looking at some of Paul's work. I wanted to get Brian in here, so Brian just joined us. We're gonna have fun. So what else we got here, Frankie, for Paul? And you're doing the T34 here too, huh?
Yeah, I just finished that today.
Okay.
Oh, beauty.
Yeah, so it's it's
Right,
mostly
good.
out of the box. The tow cables I did from picture hanger wire. I didn't. The kit came with a thread for the tow cable. I was like, that's not going to look right. So I went down to the shed and pulled out some picture hanger wire, took it
Yeah.
apart, rewrapped it, and super glued that sucker on there.
You're doing that's all practical upgrades that people have done. Are you gonna do? So that's you're thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
Literally.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of played around with it some, tried, I'm so new to all of this and everything is, it's fun, but I'm like, okay, I know I've got other stuff to learn, but yeah, that's another Tamiya kit. It went together really well. Just goofed around with it, did the best I could with it, and it was a fun little build.
No, listen, these kits are like, these are all like Tamiya kits. I mean, even though these are some older kits, then they go together well. I like that you're trying things. And, I'm thinking about like if I was people who are getting into the hobby today, how overwhelming it could be with all the stuff that's available to a modeler today. Not just the products. Hold on, we got a big reverb from somebody here. That sounds like
Not a reverb. Someone's got their mic on.
that's Andriano. I knew it was Andriano because I muted him.
Kick him out. Kick him out.
Yeah, I had to mute you, Andriano, because something's going on in the background. I'm gonna have to call the CPS and
We're
something.
gonna
on you.
smack you with the newspaper next time. Instead of your dog.
What do you call it? Like I said, it could be really overwhelming with all the products and stuff and information that's available to you now as a modeler. Like years ago, like if you were doing the hobby, like let's say when back like let's say in the 80s, 70s, 80s, and the early 90s, you didn't have information overload, right? Frankie Donati or Steve? Well, I don't want to talk to Steve to ask Steve because his mic is reverbing, but you didn't have like
you're right.
information
Exactly.
overload like you have today, right?
Exactly.
Oh, look at
Oh,
this. You
yeah.
even did a Churchill, huh? You did the Churchill too?
That was my first build.
Wow. Okay. This is the. I'm guessing it's the Tamiya kit as well, right?
Correct.
There we go.
Yeah. So
How'd
yeah,
you-
I mean, I just
What
you
made
know,
you do this as your first build, though? Like, out of all the models that you see at your hobby shop, what made you do the church? This is the crocodile, right?
no,
No, it's
the
not the
Mark
Churchill
7.
crocodile. It's the Churchill.
Well, if it is a crocodile, I don't know. The box said it's a Mark 7.
Okay.
No, it's got a
Um,
6-pounder on it. It's a regular crocodile or a regular Churchill.
Regular Churchill. Okay. So,
Mm.
what made you do this guy first? Like, what was the what drew you to it?
So you talk about information overload. So a guy I went to college with does models. We keep up on Facebook, and I reached out to him and said, "Hey, how about some pointers?" And he said, "Well, look at these videos." And one of the videos I watched said, "Look, if you're new, here are like 7 or 10 kits you might want to start with." And I like armor, so I picked the armor. And he said that was the best one to start with. And
Yeah.
so yeah, it was a relatively straightforward build. I mean, it was still challenging for me.
Right.
But I had fun with it.
I love the look of the Churchills. They're so cool looking.
It's
a
a
really
fucking
cool-
odd looking tank.
It is odd, but that's why it's cool, though. It's really cool, and I love that you're taking you for your first 3 models. You did a British tank, an American tank, and you got a Russian tank in there. So you're getting around over there.
He's not biased.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get around.
No, that's great. And you know what? You're doing a pretty damn good job, Paul. I'm going to tell you right now, that's a pretty damn good job.
I
For first
appreciate that.
attempts,
Thank
you're doing a really good job. And just, you'll keep getting better every model you do. And I am like you said, you went in, you got you found like a picture frame wire to do the tow cables, and that's sticking outside the box. And every build you make and every build you're gonna do, you'll figure out better ways to improve, or you'll be able to see errors or ways to improve the model and how to do them. You'll start visualizing it, and I think that's where when you get better and better with every build you do. So that's really good stuff, Paul. Really good stuff, man.
Thank
And
you. I appreciate
what's
it.
your favorite podcast? You listen to the Built Sideways? Or no?
Heck, man, modeling insanity.
There we go. That's what I want to hear.
I
they're all
love
right,
that podcast, man.
I'm still waiting for my
Modeling
invite
Insanity
to
pod-
get back on the Built Sideways. It's been a year. I haven't been back.
See,
Yeah,
the
we
weird
don't
thing
need to
about
go
that
on
modeling
anymore.
insanity podcast is they just can't keep my name out of their mouth.
Nah,
That's
we love Brian Denclau. He's a big, but Brian's always a big. Listen, I'll tell you something about this guy. This guy, Brian Denclau, one of the nicest guys you'll meet, man. The guy's, Taro, his modeling skills is questionable, but as a guy, fantastic, phenomenal.
Oh, Rob.
Nah, this guy,
Our little
does great
friend.
sci-fi.
One of these days, buddy, you and me, Master Blaster.
He's like, one day,
and
I
Rocket,
love that guy. You got like, I let him climb me the other day when we were at the
Just
model show. This
hoist him
guy's
up on my shoulders.
I'm like up to his like middle of his chest and like stare at him. It's like Shaq and like Gary Coleman. Me and him.
I'm not that tall. I'm only like 6'4".
Straight up Master Blaster, carrying
When you're
around.
5'5" on a good day, 6'4" is pretty damn tall. Any more
6'4" is
pictures?
pretty
for
damn
Paul?
tall for me too.
Any more pictures for Paul? Or is that it? All right, Paul. That's awesome, man. I appreciate you coming on and showing the work, man. That's awesome, man. And
Hey,
keep
thanks for
at it.
having me.
You know what I mean? And you can message anytime. We do build. We have our Discord build room is open all the time. A lot of these maniacs are in here every night building, and we have a great time. So you should jump in and have some fun. Well, you see
Yeah.
here is that we're in the build room. It's the same way. I just get my balls busted by everybody in there. So that's the only difference. Here I do the ball busting.
wah.
And there I get my balls busted.
Mm-hmm.
Who do we want to do? We got to keep Andrew on the last. I want to get Mike on. Maybe we're gonna do. Maybe we'll do Chuck. We're gonna do Chuck, and then we'll do Mike and talk about Patriot models, and then we'll do Andriano because we start losing people when Andriano goes. So we'll save that to the end. Look at this guy, Dobby. Look at this guy, Chuck.
Aw.
What is this?
Aw.
What is this? Is this 3D print or something?
Gotta suck it
So, yeah, I found a guy at the flea market. He has they're all filament printed, so he's got a bunch of junk that I
Oh.
continuously buy. Like I got an obese dragon over here and something else I got from the guy. So I picked him up because a friend of mine, which Dobby creeps me the hell out. And like the other picture where he doesn't have any eyes, he sat like that for 6 months. I had to turn around and face the other way because he was staring at my soul. I didn't like it. But a friend of mine loves Harry Potter, so I was like, "This is for Michelle."
So did you paint the eyes by hand, or was there some sort of a relief there that you could
No, that was all. That was done by hand. So Dobby is Dobby is
It's
completely
good.
airbrushed, except for his eyes. I did those by hand, but everything else has been airbrushed
Wow,
and
you did a
oil
grand
paints and his tunic and everything else
I
like
gotta
that.
get up on this. Wow, you did a really nice job on that there, Chuck. There you
It's pretty
Thank you.
smooth for a filament print.
Okay, so Justin's gonna hate me, but I'm gonna say the R word here. The only
Rust-Oleum?
time that I feel Rust-Oleum is really beneficial is when it comes to the filament prints, especially. They make a filler and primer sander, which you can buy in the automotive section, and it fills in those print lines very, very well.
Oh wow. Well, that makes sense though, right? Because it's more it's
Yes.
automotive, right?
So that
Gotta
is
give you the
four.
buddy Jesus.
Yep,
good.
that is 4 coats of. I don't know how well the camera can see it, but this stuff right here, I did 4 coats of that, and then I would put a coat on, let it dry sand him, put a coat on, let it dry sand him, because you could really see on the top of his head how bad it was.
Oh, so you
So-
really saw the layer lines in there.
Yes, I molested Dobby for like a week straight.
Did you put little hair in the top of his head?
There's a little paintbrush bristles because Dobby's got like Homer Simpson hair where he's got
Yeah,
like 4
that's fucking
strands.
pretty cool. I see it from here.
So,
That's pretty damn cool.
Yeah, there's
This,
oil.
This is
oil-
exactly the same thing, Charles.
Oh, is
line
it?
print.
Okay.
Yeah, line print.
Yep.
It's a Zaku head, but same deal.
Yep.
Like that. I love that primer. I gotta testify for your brother.
Seek Xeon, by the way, Seek Xeon. But
Hell
yeah, yeah, the primer, that stuff really works well. But yes, he's all airbrushed except for the eyes, and then there's oil, the stains. Because Dobby, he wears a handkerchief basically. There's oil staining all around his, on his tunic and all that kind of stuff. And he's darker than I wanted to be because I put an oil wash on him. He turned into like Middle Eastern Dobby, which is fine. He just that doesn't look right. So
I don't
then
know.
I
He
had
looks
to.
pretty good though. I mean, from what I remember, Doc.
Yeah, he looks better in person, but he was dark there for a while, so I had to go back with some Tamiya flesh tone and a little bit of buff and do
Okay.
some highlights and everything else. But yeah, he's
All
got
right.
a little Homer Simpson hair.
And I like you put the little sock there, Dobby with the sock. He's free.
Yes, yeah, he's a free elf.
Hey,
Well-
speaking of Dobby and Brian, this is going to be for you too, buddy. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I met Dobby in real life,
Ooh.
and I took
Oh.
a picture with him.
Aw. Aw.
You're
You
a
could put
piece of
him in your
shit.
pocket.
And I'm 6'2", Brian, so you can figure out where he's gonna be right under
Yeah.
the nipple line.
Oh yeah. You're just a
Yeah.
little bit. Yeah.
Dobby's
You're a
adorable.
piece of shit. You know that, Frank?
Can I have like a little 3D
Dobby?
print of Riv so I can have him on a shelf over there, turning around, looking the other
Little
way?
tiny riv.
You could probably
This
do
is
that,
right
dude.
after I gave him a sock.
What scale is
Oh.
that? 1 to 1?
1 to 1,
148,
yeah.
135th right there. 148, 135th.
I have him in
that's
25
funny.
millimeter.
Yeah,
That's funny. That's funny shit.
there he
Frank.
is.
That's funny. Hold on a minute. Now I'm losing my train. You got a lot more stuff, man. Chuck's got a bunch of shit. What are you doing? It's not just Dobby, but that Dobby that's pretty damn good though, Chuck.
Thank you
I
very
love
much.
the way you
I'm
paint. I
like-
love the tones you got on there. That's
I
I love Harry Potter too. That's pretty.
I
Cool.
appreciate it. Yeah, I like Harry Potter. I had to watch. I like Lord of the Rings better, but Harry Potter's fun too.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice. A bunch of parts.
It is. That's hey, that's called in progress. Damn it! Don't
Oh,
talk to
okay.
me like that.
A whip.
Yeah, whip.
Whip it real good, Charlie.
Yeah, that's Steve's kind of stuff right there. Steve is big into ordnance, so that is that old Tamiya flak. What is it? 37 millimeter flak 37 Tamiya kit from God knows when, because the box was yellow.
Yeah, no, that's an old kit, right, Steve?
Yeah.
Steve, that's a late 70, early 80 kit, isn't it?
Mhm.
Early 80.
Oh yeah, it is. I built it. It's from about 82.
Steve is muted. I muted Steve, and he doesn't realize he's muted. Steve, I muted
Yeah.
you because Steve, hold on. Can I unmute this guy? Steve, now you can talk.
Oh, I knew I was muted. That's got to be early 90s.
Oh,
Okay.
early 90s. Wow. Okay.
That's
I
an
thought it was
old
earlier
kit.
than that. Okay. Early 90s.
Maybe a little earlier, but I think I built one in the early 90s.
Right. They had this on one of the was it on one
Yeah,
of the half
They
tracks?
also, they also had it on their SDK, has the 8 half track.
Yes, yes, they did. Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
it's ancient, but anybody listening, those old kits that are like that, don't pass them up. I got that kit for like $5, and then I had a week or two of fun painting it. So never
Yeah,
pass up something like that. At least for practice anyway. If
That
if
was-
it's
I
a turd,
agree.
then throw it
I
in the
agree with
trash.
That was the
Yeah.
best of their old kits. Some of their
Okay.
artillery back then was kind of, really stiff and not that good detailed. I think this was their best one.
Yeah,
Okay.
no. You see some of those on the back of like. Would you see on that on a Flak 37 on the back of an Opal, Steve? I think you
No.
would, right?
That-
No.
Well,
Too big?
Too
that'd
much.
be
It's too
really
big for an
stretching it.
opal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Too big
20
for an
mil
opal?
would be on an opal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all painted in Tamiya because I was one of those dummies that tried Vallejo for a really long time, and I'm looking at a crap ton of
Yeah.
it in front of me right now. Then
Fuck that
then
shit.
I then I went to Tamiya acrylics, and I'm thinning it with MLT, Mr. Lacquer or Mr. Level and thinner and stuff.
Mhm.
So I did that. That's all Tamiya. That's what I do now. That's when I paint everything is Tamiya acrylics with lacquer thinner.
Me
So
too.
that's what. Now, like the tips of the shells and everything, that's Vallejo. So I brush paint with Vallejo. I actually prefer 3 Gen, but that crap's expensive. And I'm just when I run out of the Vallejo, then I'll buy a 3 Gen. Thank
It's
you.
a nice
Thanks, Russ.
job on the shells.
Thank you. Yeah, and I actually had Steve the one laying on the ground, and there's one behind it too. That's built out of scratch, like spent ammunition holders or whatever the clips
Right,
or what
the
you want to
trays.
call them. Yeah, the trays. Thank you. So, and then it's just a little base. Thanks, Steve. But yeah, it's just I'm terrible at like freehand and stuff, but I did freehand the tritone on that one.
Yeah, you
And
did a
then-
good damn job on that.
That's nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
To do.
I know, yeah. And then the speckling was oil paints with a paintbrush and a toothpick. Just speckled on some oil and some pigments, and that's where I got the crud and everything on it. Like it just
Yeah.
got unloaded, ready to go. And the shell casings are from the Tamiya's Pack 36, 37 millimeter kit.
Yeah.
That was fun.
You know what? And you Steve Andriano was rubbing off on you because this is sort of like a Steve Andriano way he would do it on a base.
I got a lot of ordnance. Thanks, Darren. Yeah, I got a lot of ordnance. The only random thing is a little mortar bomb grenade thing. Like, I don't know what the hell to do with that. Let's just set it to the side. Because this is my research. Some people take 500. I think Sean Picard said he had 9,000 photos of a tank the other day, and I had 5 pictures of that and just rolled with it.
Yeah, that's
Because
how I roll
nuts.
too.
That's why that guy's nuts.
Yeah, I just roll with it. I think what was it? Spencer Pollard, was he the one that said, "I don't build that tank, I build the next one in line"? That's how everything I build is. God forbid I actually build something the way it should be.
Yeah. Pretty damn good. We got next, Fraggy?
Thank you.
Stuka.
A popsicle.
Stuka.
Christ, how
yes, it
small
is.
is that thing?
A stickersicle.
That is a
1/44th?
Yeah, that's correct. Yep, that is a Revell Micro Wings JU87B that I picked up for
What's
once
the
again.
scale?
I love $5. 1/144 scale.
Wow, really?
I remember that series.
Yeah, I got the F4F and the Dauntless out of that too. I got them all at the same
What
show.
are we doing? Like masking here? Is that what
So
we doing?
is the canopy
Yeah.
a solid clear part or is it actual like a canopy?
It's a solid clear part that I did not like, and it had like the hint of where some lines would be, some structure, struts or whatever. So then I masked it off with Tamiya tape. I actually built 2 seats to go in it because you just look into a void and it was bothering me. So I built 2 seats to go in it, and I scribed the entire thing because it had no panel lines on it. So I just gave ideas of what panel lines would be. And then that is blue tack as masking. So I put down this Tamiya deep green, and then I put blue tack on it. And then I went over it with a desert yellow with a touch of buff in it.
Oh, nice.
Really cool. Look at this 144 scale. Wow.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
As just like Kat said, tiny. That's what she said.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, Theron can tell you. We talked about. I worked on that thing for like a month,
Well, masking that canopy off must have been a fucking nightmare.
masking everything. I had to drill out, the famous Stuka intake on the front. I had to drill that out. The thing on the top, I did a little bit. Put panel lines on it. Oh, the Jericho trumpets are pieces of styrene because they didn't have Jericho trumpets on it. So that took a while because that was annoying.
It's like a bottle of Vallejo is bigger than that freaking plane.
It is. Yeah, it is. And I'm gonna tell you right now, night shift is 100% right. Painting rocks is therapeutic. It's one of my favorite things to do on a base is to paint rocks, and that's what I did there. It's like 5 different shades of rocks on top of modeling paste and just different, Vallejo tone of, a bunch of variations.
Ah, look at this, man. That's I like the presentation on that. Though you did a good job.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's
I
a
mean,
piece
that's
of
I
styrofoam.
haven't seen one of those things in a long time, man. Do they still make these?
No, probably not. That's an old.
Right, Route Tooch. When
That's
was the
an
last
old
time they made these?
Those were made in the 80s.
Right? Yeah, I haven't
Those were the
seen those in
boxes,
a long
so I would
time.
say mid 80s they were made.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, they're a little crappy kits, but for the price, if you depends on how much you care about scale.
I think
So-
I might have the P38 still.
You know what,
Yeah.
man? Sometimes you got to take out one of the. I mean, I know we say, who's got the time? There's not enough time for crappy kits, but sometimes you got to
There's
build
always
an
time.
old kit, man, to really appreciate the newest stuff.
I
Like,
got
if
a lot
you
of old
haven't-
junk laying around.
Yeah, because you like Paul, listen, man, you're going in and you're building the Walker Bulldog that's notorious for having issues. The T-30-45, which is an older kit now to me wise, right, Frankie? That's an 80s kit, right?
Yeah.
The Crocodile, the Churchill is also an older kit. Like, it's not like you went and you bought the Chaffee that just came out, right? And said, wow, and then you're thinking that's the way kits should be, how they go together, right? You got to experience some of those older models to really appreciate these newer ones that are available to people. This is something we're going to talk about on our 50th podcast that we're recording on Sunday, which is a milestone for us. And we're going to talk about the state of the hobby and the things that we see. And one of those is these kits. And when you say, oh, well, this is an old kit, it's a shitty kit. But yeah, you don't appreciate the newest shit unless you fucking build that old stuff. So you got to.
Yeah.
Look at this. What is this, Chuck? What is this?
That is Ming's 1/350th scale
Yeah,
Harkonnen ornithopter.
That's the
There we
ornithopter.
go.
Ah, okay. How'd you like this?
Oh.
I remember when you were doing this guy.
Dude, I liked it so much I went and bought the 1/72nd Harkonnen
You got the
ornithopter
bigger
and
guy,
drooled
huh?
all over it. Brian, those are the best kits in the world, man.
I think
If
I
you're a
have
Dune fan, go
the
buy all of
Atreides.
them.
I think I have
Yeah.
the Atreides, the big one, the one
Yeah.
that's like 2 feet or whatever long.
Yeah, I want.
Yeah.
That's the one I want. The big one.
My son,
Yeah,
everybody knows my son does the Legos. He's got the Lego ornithopter, and the thing is huge.
Nice.
There's
Very
Ming
nice.
put a ton of detail, and that's like a $12 kit US. So it has a ton of detail in it, and I just did a black base coat, Tamiya desert yellow with a little bit of buff over top of it, and then I cut little pieces of triangle misshaped splinter masking tape.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I masked it off in like a splinter scheme, and then I took a splatter effect stencil and went over those wings. So I black based it
Very good.
and then went over it with a buff and a very light yellow over that, and it gave it that effect. Those splatter stencils
like
are
that,
really
yeah.
fun.
Did you do the
Mhm.
Space Harvester yet too? Did you pick that up?
I haven't picked that one up yet. I'm gonna have to pick it up.
You got it. If
I
you're
did-
gonna
I
do the,
did
I mean,
that
you don't have to
one.
get the big one, but do
Charlie,
just
I
that.
did the little one. It's like painting a pack of smokes.
And the reason why if someone's asking about why Frankie's mic was low is because Frankie's having a little technical difficulties tonight. So
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
is this like a big transport ornithopter? I mean, how big would this thing have been?
yeah, these things are big.
There are
Fascinating.
6 people can sit in the canopy, if I remember correctly.
Oh,
Either
okay.
4 to
So
6
it's pretty-
people.
Right. And then
The
there's
Hark-
bay, right?
Yes, correct. Yeah. So on the butt, a ramp comes down. So the Harkonnen, which that one is, ornithopter, is think of it at like the Hind. It's a gunship and it's got a big belly you can transport troops in. Where the Atreides is either an attack helicopter basically or a scout helicopter. It's a smaller bodied ornithopter.
Right.
Because like I said, there's a side door on it right there. There's the butt, which is that little rounded thing comes down as the
Yeah,
ramp.
on the underside. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. There's the guns and the lights there on the front, and there's a gun on the side. Like the Harkonnen, they're militaristic, so all their stuff is, loaded for bear.
You know what it's
Yeah,
like?
Chinook size.
Good,
For like
good.
you said, for a kit this size, this one, the small one, it is a lot of detail in this little guy.
Yeah, and it's only like the 10 parts. You know, if you don't include the wings,
Yeah.
like the body was 3 or 4 parts, and boom, you're done.
What
You
is
can
it?
build
It was
that thing in a
It's like
night.
$10, right? And not like $15 or whatever.
10 to 12. I remember
Yeah.
Stewart built his in a night. Stuart Malone built his in one night right after amps. So not amps, Nats. So yeah, those are fun kits. Definitely invest in them. And then the 1/72 scale ones are even nicer, but they're
Yeah.
gigantic.
They're big, but you know, you're gonna have a blast with that though, man.
Yeah, dude, they're really awesome.
And like the Space Harvester, they make that, Frankie, in the
Spice
large scale?
Harvester.
Spice Harvester. Sorry, Spice Harvester.
They make a
And
bigger one for it. Yeah.
Yeah, they make.
I have like the big fancy books, Charles. So if you're getting to doing your next one, and you want some photos, bro. I got like the fucking the big books. of-
Okay.
Yeah.
I
So
like that,
Dwayne.
dude.
Dwayne also, we're all nerds.
Okay.
So, let's go. Yeah.
I'm the biggest
ready?
nerd. Yeah,
I know,
nerds,
nerds.
sci-fi,
I know,
whatever.
I'm just letting you know. You don't. If
You
you
got-
don't know,
pretend-
then you don't know.
You got Brian building like fucking guns over there from like Star Wars and shit. He's
I
making,
build, I build all that shit.
Thanks,
Oh,
Russ.
no.
Man, I do have the
guns.
Star Wars blueprints too. So if anybody's building a
Oh.
Star Wars model and you want to know some blueprints, I have the big
Sorry.
blueprints book.
Sorry for everybody if you could hear earlier, especially you, Matt. I was sanding an AMT turd whenever you were talking, so I apologize.
No,
Steve
you
had to
muted the
remind me
mic.
to
You
hear
were
that.
good. You were good. Hold on, Frankie. Doesn't Chuck have like a
There's
Gundam in
one-
there?
Well, we saved what we know Chuck for best last.
Right. Look at this guy. Look at that
Hey,
pose.
little Jim Cannon.
He posed it,
Yeah.
Rob. He posed it.
Yeah, he did pose it.
Yeah, I got a ton of junk. There's a closet to my left. So I built a high grade Leo. Brian knows, and and Adams knows, and I hate it. I was like, this is bullcrap. I don't understand this. And then I went,
Yeah, I hate Wing. So yeah.
well, yeah, everybody. I love the
Yeah.
kits. I got all the kits now. But anyway, then I met
Okay.
a friend of mine. He showed me something else, and now I've got like 150 Gundam kits. You know, like here's a Jesta waist right here. So I got Gundam kits out the wazoo.
Wow,
But
you
yeah,
did a
that's
good job
great
on this,
kit.
Chuck. I mean,
That's
Thank
you
you.
did the street too. Like, I love the base. That's pretty damn cool, man.
That's a chunk of scrap foam that I had around with some modeling paste on the top, and then I masked off and airbrushed all the markings on the road. I didn't send Frankie a good picture, but there's like a speed limit sign that he's done bent over on his right foot as he's walking across the street.
Oh,
but-
wow.
Now
That's high
you
grade,
know,
right?
it is a high grade. Yeah, that's what the
Yeah.
one that you see for what 7 seconds and 0080 war in the pocket.
Oh
and it
yeah, Dude,
blows
there's
up
so
right
many
away.
great. The thing about 0080 is there are so many good suits that have like a little cameo, and they
Yes,
just
and
get
that's
blown up or like some crazy shit happens.
yeah.
But yeah, anyways.
Now, Brian can tell you, I mean, there's a lot of people in this chat don't do Gundam, some do whatever. The most popular way to build a Gundam is just to snap it together and put a top coat on it, panel line it, call it done. And then
Yeah, a
there
lot
are
of
people
people do
like
that.
Rob Adams who goes full blown nutter and paints, the entire thing. Or even Brian does that too. So that one right there, I painted some accents on it, some vents, and then there were some seam lines on the top shoulder pauldron. And Brian can tell you an easy trick for that is to make them into panel lines. So glue them together, mash them tight, and take a razor saw and make a panel line out of it. So I painted all those panel lines, and then
You
I just
cheating bastard.
that's right. And then I sponge chipped it and added a little bit of weathering to it. And then I finally top coated it. And I used the crappy stickers that come in the kit because Bandai
Oh.
does give you stickers.
Oh my gosh! Next time I see you, I'm gonna slap you a little bit.
I have been buying decals like crazy. And I'm now
know,
into
you
third-party
know.
kits. I have a third-party drug dealer right down the road. So
Those old
I got
lists. No,
a
that's
yeah,
good,
I
though.
got all
Yeah,
kind of stuff
definitely.
coming in.
Get some. No, there are a lot of really quality third-party mecha kits. Not kits, but decals sets for mecha kits and or random. You can use them for anything though, guys. You don't have to. You can buy something
No,
for some
do
weird
whatever.
Yeah, the
esoteric
ones that I've
Gundam
been
thing and
getting,
put it on your race car or.
the ones that I've been getting, they're all kit specific.
Yeah.
You guys here?
Yeah, I will tell you also,
Yeah,
Gundams.
is that like Haikyuu
Mecha.
or
What's burning?
They
Monster-
definitely the
Monster
box
Jacket.
art on Gundam kits really sell the Gundam. Even if the kit's a piece of crap, the box art does what Monogram and stuff used to do back in the day.
Right.
Well, I blame Charlie because I ended up getting this guy, the Kempfer,
Ah,
yes.
And then the next day, Charlie's like, son, y'all got to get yourself some decals. So I did.
So I just showed it. This is my camphor.
That's a master grade, yeah.
Look at
I got
this.
one in the
This is a master
closet.
grade camphor, and I can never leave well enough alone, so I customize it as per usual.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian does really good guns, man. Look
And
at even
Grant
Rob-
Beach is right. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Rob.
Brian.
Machine and Krieger is awesome. I got like 6 kits. I ain't touched one yet.
Well, MAK, the MAK stuff is awesome because it's all military. Look at this. This Mike's showing one of his too. Which one is
you
that,
go.
Mike?
Oh, there you go, Mike.
That's the
Well, Mike's
Strike
muted.
Rogue?
Mike, you're muted, Mike.
It's a Strike Rogue, Brian.
Oh, I got
There
you,
you
Mike.
go. Thank you. I thought it was a strike, but I
Ah.
couldn't quite tell which.
Yeah,
can
Rouge.
Strike
not a
Rouge.
Rogue.
Rouge.
Yeah, damn it.
Yeah,
I
you
knew
Mike
you were
for
going to
some
correct
reason.
me.
Rouge.
Okay.
I can't unmute Mike for some
Wow.
reason.
Rob Adams, I'm
Gundam-
going to tickle the shit out of you next time I see you, buddy. Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
they
I
muted
can't wait.
themselves.
You
What's he
bet.
got
Oh,
now?
He muted
Mike,
himself,
Mike,
Rob.
you muted yourself, Mike. I can't unmute you.
Sorry, I had myself muted. No, I would have told you, but I don't know because it was given to me. I didn't
Yeah.
put that together. It was a gift from a student of mine.
Oh wow!
Oh, yeah.
nice.
Fantastic.
So
What-
What is that?
There it
Okay,
is. Yeah.
Is that the Master Grade Rouge? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
look
That's
at
a
that. Oh,
beautiful.
nice.
It's a big, beautiful kit.
It is.
Yeah, that's
All
all-
those seed kits are really cool looking. I've never watched a show. Brian said it's crap, but the kits all look good.
No, seed is in the middle. I don't like wing.
Well, nobody likes wing.
I mean,
Oh.
again, I didn't put it together. My student put it together, but he
the same.
gifted it to me after he
That's
put it
nice
together.
that they did that
It's
though. That's
Oh,
really
yeah.
cool.
He knew I
At
was
least
into
they gave you a
models,
stand for it.
and he was like, "Yeah, I mean, the whole thing. It's nice.
You got to pose and
all my
everything.
stuff, but yeah, you can
Yeah.
pose it any way you want. Like it's totally
Yes.
movable.
That's what you do with Gundams, Rob. You pose them.
That's right, Rob. You gotta pose.
I
'em.
did one Gundam for fucking the turkey shoot that we were pressed for time. I was doing a stupid ramen truck that was a mess, and then I had to shift and do a Gundam.
The
I
Oshima
didn't
ramen
pose
truck
it.
is not a mess, Rob. Oh,
It's a mess. All right, is that it for Chuck?
That's it for Chuck.
That's it.
You're
All
dead
right,
to us
Chuck,
now,
man,
Chucky.
listen, you do great stuff, man. I see that
Thank
Brian
you.
Denkal's been a big inspiration for you.
He's been up there. I enjoy Brian, our conversations.
There you go.
of course, man.
That's
fucking
why we
Charles is
brought
great.
Brian in. We had the extra slot. We knew Brian was a little partaking in some nice, what kind of scotch you drinking tonight? What is that scotch?
This is Belvini 12
You
year.
drinking Belvini. There you go.
Yeah.
That's Matty Mo, my good
stuff.
buddy Matty Mo, man. He's a big Belvini guy. Oof.
Minus Frankie, everybody in here literally looks up to Brian. I'm telling you that
That's
right
true.
now.
He's a tall. Mike, how
And
tall are you?
Frankie
Mike?
looks
Mike is
over to
tall.
me.
Mike, how tall are you, Mike?
I'm 6'7".
Oh,
Mike
never
is-
mind, not Mike.
Holy
Yeah.
Mike's
shit.
bigger than you.
Seven.
Yeah.
The fuck
Yeah.
is gravity, man? I mean, that's why I'm just gravity.
Hey,
kept
my
me down,
dad
man.
said. My dad always said, "We're not big. There's just a lot of little fuckers in the world."
Oh shit.
I like that.
Paul, how
Like
tall
that.
are you, Paul? Paul's muted too. Oh, Paul's gonna unmute his mic.
Yeah, I'm 6 foot.
Everybody's 6 foot plus. What's wrong with this? Steve Andriano's up there too, 6 foot.
6'1".
How tall are you? Matt's not 6'1". Matt's in his fives.
I'm 5'8".
You're not 5'8". You're
I'm
such a
5'8".
liar.
You fucker. I am.
You dude, it's such bullshit. You
I
don't-
can
you know
still
what?
pat
I'll
you
put
on
a
the
bigger
top of the
idea to
head.
go,
You're
this is not
5'6".
you.
I'm 5'8".
You're not 5'8", dude. Then
I
you got
am.
the worst posture in the world, bro.
Y'all are
You're
fighting
fucking
over
hunched
like
over.
a quarter
You're
inch.
fucking
Please,
Quasimodo
I know, right?
over there.
come on, man.
Ugh.
Just get a
Fucking
box,
5'8",
all right?
my
Just stand on a
ass.
box. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
Every night.
I
I've
stood
been
next
told
to
that
Rob
there
Adam.
is-
He's not 5'8". You might
I've
be
been
I'll
told
five.
give you
that
this
that's
stirrup.
like-
If you need a boost, it's fine, Rob. I got you.
I do need a boost. These guys are all.
And I've been
fucking-
Throw
told
you
that
on
there's
my
this
back
like,
like a sack of
secret
taters, boy.
war that's going on
Notice
between
the
the
short
short
ones are the
guys
spiciest, though, right?
and
There's
the
a secret.
well,
war
yeah,
going
there's
on
a secret war that's going on between the short guys and the tall guys. And the short guys hate the shit out of the
What's
tall
that
guys,
song? What
and the
was that
tall
one
guys
song
have
about?
no idea that it's going on.
Don't give
What's
it.
the one
Because they're
song that the
below our
guys?
sight line. We can't see them.
Right.
Was it short people got no reason to live? Is that the way the
Yeah.
song goes?
Short.
Oh, yeah.
Hands, little
No,
feet.
I mean, that's
bye.
old.
Little Randy Newman.
Randy Newman,
Oh,
short
there you
people got no. That son of
There
a
you
bitch. How tall was Randy Newman? That bastard.
Taller than you.
4'9".
4'11".
All right, hold on. So on that note, like Chuck, good stuff, man. We're gonna go to Mike.
Very good.
We're gonna go to Mike,
Yeah.
and we'll finish up with Steve. Mike, we brought Mike. Oh, well, hold on. Before we start looking at Mike's stuff,
Oh God.
you know, Mike did
You
some
don't have
stuff.
to show every picture, y'all. I said pick
Yeah,
a
he
few.
sent a lot of stuff. He's like, I sent the pictures from all different angles.
Gave
But we
you-
brought Mike on
My
because Mike
laundry's
is,
in that one, guys. Jeez Louise. What's going on?
Frank's gonna look. But Mike is on because Mike is started a new charity here stateside, which was
Oh.
originally affiliated with Models for Heroes, right? Like the kind of wasn't it like
Yeah,
did
it was born
start as
from Models from Heroes. I
Models
found out
for
about them. I contacted him. He put me onto some people here that had shut down during COVID. I got kind of challenged from a kid that was in my class over it because I was bitching about there not being one in America. And so, the kid's like, "Oh, you just complaining, or you going to do something about it?" So I started one.
Whoa.
So
shots fired.
oh yeah. I mean, that's the way my classroom is, and I taught them to do that to me. So it's my own fault. But anyway, I just contacted him. I said, "Hey, there's nobody doing it over here. I'm going to do it. Do you mind if I just clone what you're doing? Like, I'd love to just take what you're doing and do it here, right? If you don't mind." And he's like, "No, I'll help you do it." So he talks to me as often as I want, which, isn't too often because I don't want to, wear him out. But he talks to me quite a bit, helps me a bunch. So our organizations aren't necessarily linked that way as far as like, them being our parent corporation or anything like that. It was born outside of them, but they are the reason that we started for CERT.
Okay, and now it's called Patriot Models. Is that how it's
Patriot Models, yes, sir. PatRiotModels.org, right? So
Right.
PatriotModels.org is where you'll find us, and it's Patriot Models on Facebook. It's Patriot Models on Patreon as well.
Right. And it's for a great cause. It's for a great cause also. A lot of veterans out there come back and have, PTSD or other types of issues, right? And the goal is to provide them with, models or activities and things to do to help them get through what they're going through, right, Mike?
That is a big portion of it. Yes, you're 100% right on all that. We are trying to identify veterans to bring this to. So we basically offer a therapeutic intervention. It's been studied and proven to show that scale modeling will provide you with relief from stress, PTSD, anxiety, a number of different mental anguishes. And frankly, we're doing another study. There's a small scale study that Malcolm did with Models for Heroes, and I'm doing one here with Patriot Models, but I'm doing a large scale study, which basically small scale study means less than 50 and large scale means more than 100.
Okay.
So it's not that you would think it's not that huge of a project. It's just 100 guys you got to do. But really what we run into, there's a couple of issues we have. First one is, funding is tough to come by. So, we appreciate people giving to us. We have a Patreon. You can do that through, there's a PayPal on our website too. But the second thing is more important to me. The money, we'll find the money eventually. That'll come. Although I do worry about the money, I'm really more worried about the other issue that we have, and that is finding people to do this with. And here's what I'd tell you. Everybody wants to talk about the guy that's got PTSD and this guy that, we can't find because he's a hermit or whatever. This wounded warrior guy, right? That we're all looking for, that everybody thinks I'm looking for, and that we're looking for here at Patriot Models. And we are looking for those guys. Don't get me wrong, we are. But those guys are like maybe 5% of veterans, right? And this is for every veteran, not for just people with PTSD. This is for everyone that's a veteran. All right. And what I would tell you is it's for everyone that's ever had any trauma. And traumas and triggers, and a lot of people want to stay away from I've had trauma. Like they just don't want to say I've had trauma. And I get that. I'm the same. I grew up the same way. All right. But here's what I'm going to tell you. If you don't think that going through basic training is not trauma, then I'm wondering how they trauma bonded us all together to run through bullets.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're a veteran, then you've had trauma. Okay. And that doesn't mean you got PTSD. I'm not saying that you have super bad issues. And PTSD is also like a range. It doesn't mean you're just whacked out all the time just because you have PTSD anyway. Right.
Yeah, it's a lot of different things, right?
It is. For different people, it can mean different things. And for the same person, it can actually mean different things and change over time as well. But that's, we could go on and on. But the point is like, this isn't for everybody. All right. What I'm doing is not for everybody, but I want everybody to at least give it a try. All right. That's what I'm trying to do. Now, there is something inside of this that is for everybody. And that's what we call flow. All right. Flow is when you do something sort of so well that you can't, even when you mess it up, it looks good. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm a basketball player because unlike Rob, I can reach the rim. So, in basketball, after you play for a while, right, you get good enough, you can have a game where you throw one up and you're like, that's not any, and swish, it goes in. Like you just have a night, right? Like you just have a night. You don't really think about it. It just happens. You can also use this in the same way as like you get into an argument with somebody, or you're kind of ticked off, and then you got to go to the store, you got to go somewhere, right? And you hop in the car. When you get to the store, you get the buggy, and you're like, how did I even not run people over when I don't even know how I got here. I don't remember driving here, right? That's you're doing it unconsciously, right? So with modeling, when you get to that point where you got to everything else, you got to sort of shut out, and you got to sort of aim down and focus down into what it is you're doing to do it properly. When you do that for a couple of hours, you look up, you don't even realize a couple of hours has went by, and then you look back down again, and you've got a creation that you can show someone that most people are going to be blown away by, even though you may criticize it to hell yourself, right? Still, your friends are going to be like, wow, that's really nice. So the good thing about modeling is you can get to that flow relatively quickly compared to other things. I spent a lot less time getting to that flow in modeling than I did for basketball, right? A lot less. So again, it doesn't have to be modeling, but if you can find something with flow, right? Where you can flow, where you can, and the reason it's important is because, like, again, you got to focus in and do whatever this is, right? And so when you do that, all of the things that are in your mind, like, oh, I need to take out the trash, and I've got to cut the lawn, and Mama Bear asked me to pick up this, and oh, it's so-and-so's birthday yesterday, and I need to check Facebook because there's going to be messages, and and you got all these things, and you're having to juggle them all, right? And keep them, okay, no, it's not time for that yet. I got to make a timer for that. We'll do that a little later. You got all these things. When you're modeling or whatever else it is that you find that will give you some flow, right? You have to set all those things down. It gives your mind some rest and lets you just concentrate on that one thing that you enjoy doing, and gives you some pride when you look back down at it too, right? So that's why this is important. It's not necessarily the modeling, it's the flow. And then on top of that, we fold in some just community with it, right? We're trying to get people into this community that you're building here, where you're inviting people in to the group. Like I'll just invite them into here, right? I do my own as well, but like we'll just plug them in wherever they feel comfortable, right? If I find a vet and they decide they like this, I plug them in, right? Because I want them to be connected. I want them to have some help with it. I know it was very helpful to me to be connected. The fact that Malcolm himself answered both of the emails that I sent him before I did anything, right? I was just Joe Blow from America.
Guy, Malcolm and James, they're good guys, man.
Some Joe from America, right? And, the guy's like, bro, I appreciate you, but, I don't have the budget to do the world, homeboy. Check out some American places. Thanks. I was like, oh, I didn't even think about it. I just saw a warehouse full of models. And cool, I'll take one. So,
right.
And honestly, that's how unaltruistic this began. I was like, he literally said on the video I watched, we got so many models we can't find enough people to give them away to. I was like, oh, give them to me. I saw that A10 right there. I'll take one of those, and that CH53 over there, I'll take one of those, right? So I was like, yeah. And then when I didn't get it, I was sore over it. I was like, bullshit, man. Of course, that's the way they treat vets. Of course, right. And then I'm in class one day, and this one girl says to another, yeah, you should join the Army. They get the best benefits. And I was kind of walking by, and I was like, yeah, if you can get them, kind of over my shoulder. And then I stopped, and I was like, oh man, because a bunch of the kids that I work with, I'm a school teacher, by the way. I'm a high school teacher in my day job. And a lot of the kids I work with, like the military is their way out. Like that's the way for them to get college, to get a good degree and a way to make a living. And,
Right.
and some of them will be career military and make a good living at that. Right.
Right.
And so I was like, wow, I shouldn't have said that. I literally turned back to like recant, right? To take it back and say something different. And this kid in my class says, what was that, Mr. B? And I was like, oh, nothing, man. I was actually about to just tell them something different. I shouldn't have said that. And the guy was like, no, what are you talking about? And so I told him, this Models for Hero thing. And, that's sort of and he was like, the more I talked, that he kind of leaned in, like he was really interested, which,
Right.
I mean, the kid's sort of a smart ass. So I was like, what's going on? Like, why is he so interested? And sure enough, he was like, oh, that's interesting. So you were like just complaining about it, or you had some sort of way to fix your issue? And so, I mean, in my class, I teach these guys because teenagers these days, they've been taught to self-advocate, right? They'll ask for crazy stuff that we would never even think about asking for. All right. Hey, can I use the bathroom a third time in this class? Can you imagine asking to go to the bathroom in high school 3 times in the same class? I wouldn't even ask once. You went between classes in my high school, period. So, they've learned how to do that. So, and I'm that's fine. I can say no, that's not a problem. I just tell you no. But they've learned to just ask you to solve their problems for them. They've learned to ask Google to solve their problems for them. They've learned to ask everybody else to do what they need to do. And I just don't allow that in my classroom. Like, you have to, I don't mind helping anyone solve an issue, right? But it's not my issue. It's an issue, not an ish me, right?
Right.
It's an issue, not an ish me. So if you come to me and you want help, then you got to have some sort of thought. You got to show me that you put some thought into this first. You've got to have at least some sort of idea of a solution. Hey, Mr. B, I'm having this problem. I think this might work. What do you think? And I'm going to be, no, stupid. That's not what you do. You do that. No, I mean, I'm going to get in there and like, oh, well, that might work, but have you thought about this? Or, wow, you nailed it first time. Yeah, that's going to probably work perfect. Or, I mean, what, let's dig into this. Why do you think this is going to work? Right. Whatever
Frank,
the case might be.
do you have Mike? Do you have Petri models? Can you say it again, Mike, so Frankie can put it up on the banner?
Yeah, it's patriotmodels.org.
Patriotmodels.org.
Pat Riot, PATRIOT, models, MODELS.org. ORG.
Okay.
Who is this Pat Riot?
Pat Riot, that's me. It's Mikey B.
No, well, listen, it's the reason why we wanted you on was to definitely get support for this. The only way it's going to gain traction, and it will, is to get on shows like this, and for also to get on some of the podcasts and get it out into the minds of the people in the community. You're going to shows, right? You're doing something at the Nationals, right? You're going to the Nationals.
Yeah.
In Fort Wayne, Frankie's going to be there. Frankie Donati's going to be there.
Yeah, definitely, Frankie.
Chuck, you're not making it to the Nats, right? No.
No, I'm not making it this year.
Steve, nobody else I don't think here is going this year.
There's a bunch of bums this year. Yeah, a bunch of people I know that I've been talking to on podcasts. Hardly anybody. Hey, Frankie, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you being there. At least somebody's going. Like, I'm not sure why they're at the Nationals. Like,
we were there for the Nationals.
People aren't going to be there, evidently. So whatever.
But you're going to be there. You're going to be doing a presentation there regarding this there, right?
Yeah, and basically, I tell kind of the same story everywhere I go. The story of how we've become, and sort of some of the things we're doing, and we are, obviously looking for funding. Getting corporate backing and getting large donors is hard to do before you hit 2 years. Nobody really wants to do that until you've got a couple of years of financials to show them. And we're not there yet. I mean, that makes sense, right? Like, who's going to give you $50,000 out of their pocket? They don't even know who you are, right? So,
right. I mean, that's going.
So we're $5 in it. That's what we're doing. We're just asking people to go on and sign up for $5 a month, right? A latte a month to help a vet, right?
Our buddy TJ Rohans, who comes in here, TJ's saying he'll introduce you there. He's a vet, so he'll see you at the show.
He wants that A10.
Probably does, yeah.
What it is I think that you'll also network a little bit with a lot of the you'll go. I don't know if you've ever been to an IPMS Nationals, but
Not on
it's,
that, no.
the vending, right, Frankie? It's pretty overwhelming there. There's
Yeah,
a
it's
lot of companies, bigger companies are going to be there. You're going to see places like Squadron will be there. Sprue Brothers going there this year. I'm guessing that
never
no
go.
Sprue Brothers.
No,
They're not going to
nope.
be there.
You never
They
know.
were there. They were in Virginia. What the hell? are they doing?
Zukimura.
Tamiya, Zukimura. You'll see like Micro Games. You'll see is Andy's Hobby headquarters going to be there?
Oh, I'm
Angel
sure
will be
he'll
there for sure. And
So
Michael.
Andy will be there. You'll have guys like UMM
I'll
there.
introduce you to some folks, Mike.
Yeah,
Yeah, and like Brandon Lowe at Squadron is very approachable, so he will listen. You know,
Brandon's
he's
a great guy.
he's
good friend
busy,
of
but he's
ours.
very approachable.
And
Yeah.
what we'll do is, Mike, we'll have to right after the Nationals, maybe do a little spot for our podcast. I can do a little ad spot or something discussing it, talking about it, and we can get it made. And I can run it on the show. That way, more people will know where they
Appreciate
can
that.
go and donate and do the Patreon and do things like that. We'll definitely get on board with that, and I'm sure a lot of other people will too. And it's for a great cause. It really is. And like I said, this holiday season, we'll also do the same thing as we did last year, but we'll incorporate you into it as well to help your organization out.
Appreciate that. So just
Yeah,
for some of the
absolutely.
folks that don't know what it is we do exactly, like I've said what we are, but right, and I've said a little bit about what we do, but the process that we're doing and the process of doing the study that I'm talking about is basically like a two-step process. So we find you, right? I get on a show and I talk, and then you hit my email, which is mike@patriotmodels.org. So you hit me with an email, and then we get in contact. We pick a place to meet, right? I've got several where I am here, where I've co-opted with some people where I can meet you. Or, let's say you've got a coffee shop near your house. You don't want to meet in a place that I know because you're weirded out or whatever. So we meet at like Starbucks or whatever, right? Wherever we meet somewhere, I'll bring two models. I'll bring one for me and one for you, and I'll let you pick when I get there. And they're little starter models. They're Airfix models about this big. As a matter of fact, I've got one right here. Oh, sorry. Right here.
Oh yeah.
So I'll bring two of these, right?
Mm-hmm.
Usually a plane and a car, and then you just pick whether you want a plane or a car. All right, and it's got like the paint in it, and I just bring nippers, right? And that's really all you need is nippers for the other guy, and everything else is in the box. Now the paint is crap, right? It's not something you want to do long term or anything like that. But to see if this is something you might want to do for a hobby, it's as good as anything else. It's a real easy intro level something. So anyway, we'll talk for an hour, right? We'll sit down and we'll talk for an hour over a model. And when you're a vet and I'm a vet, that's a pretty easy conversation. Hey, where'd you serve? Right? I'm going to ask where you served. We can talk for 6 hours about where you served and where I served, right? That's an easy conversation. So I'll just strike up a conversation while we're over this model, right? And then at the end, I'm sorry, let me back up. Before you start the model, I'm going to give you a little survey. You can do it on your phone. It's electronic, or I can print one and you can fill it out. It's 15 questions. It takes less than 10 minutes to do. Then we model, right? And we talk. At the end of that session, I'll say thanks. I'll contact you in a couple of weeks. Just ask you if you want to come back and do another session. All right.
Yeah.
Two weeks goes by. I contact you, email again. Hey, it's Mike. Did you want to have that second session? Right. You say yes. If you say no, well, it was good knowing you, right? You didn't want to do it. No problem.
Mm-hmm.
No skin, right? I spent $20 on you for a model to find out this was not for you. That's fine. You're a vet. You're worth it, right? So I call you or I text you or email and you say, yeah, I want to meet here. So we meet back at the same place. You bring your model back. Maybe you've done some work on it. Maybe you haven't. Doesn't matter. We're going to talk again for another hour. I'm going to probably give you a couple of little pointers on what you could have done better or how to, if you're interested in getting better, if you're interested in the model at all, I'll try to help you a little bit with it. Just minor things, give you some websites or whatnot you could check out, YouTube places, whatnot. At the end of that second hour, I'm going to give you a survey. And then between those two surveys, I'm going to deduct what scale modeling does for you, basically, from the difference in those two surveys for my study. But then at the end of that survey, I'm going to look at you and I'm going to say, well, did you like it? Is it something you think you do, or is it just, not something you do? I mean, it's totally up to you. If it's something you want to do, I got a care package for you. If it's not, then, you know, again, it was, I appreciate your time. We appreciate the info helping us with the study, right? And if they say, yeah, I think I'm going to do this, then I'll send a little care package to their house with 3 models in it. A couple of models just to, you know, like a 1/72nd and a 1/48 of random whatever, right? I've got a stash, just something to build, right? And then the third model will be usually something of a larger scale, a 1/24th if it's a car, a 1/35th if it's a, you know, if it's a tank, a 1/48th if it's a plane typically. But it's going to be something that's like tailored to you. Through that conversation, I'm going to ask questions like, so what was your first car? And by that question, I mean, like, what's the first car you got up to high school hijinks in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was your dad's car. Maybe it was your mom's car. Maybe it was your first car. Doesn't really matter. Just whichever car you tooled around in first and got into what should have been trouble, but didn't get into trouble, right? That's what I want to know. If I put that car in your care package and you opened it up, would you model for life? If you said yes, probably, right? If I can get something you care about, if I can find a model that gives you nostalgia at all, you're hooked. That's just the way it goes. Because these people, they don't even understand how cool these models are. They have no idea what the level of detail in these models is. Like your average.
Yeah, the
person
general
on the
populace
street
has no
doesn't
idea.
know it.
Right.
Yeah.
So what's the percentage of the people that decide to carry on to the second meeting?
About 50% come to the second meeting.
All
Most of the ones, about 75% of the ones that come to the second meeting ask for the box. Honestly, though, it's the first meeting that's the hard one.
It's
Getting people to say I'll do it, right? Like because to take it, you're like, oh, okay, I'll take the therapy, bro. It's sitting down and talking over models for twice, and then we'll give you some models. Just take the models, right? Like you don't have to take the therapy. Just take it as a talk, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like just model with me. Even if you've already done a model, I don't care if you're a veteran. This is for veterans, right? And my biggest issue is like, it's going to take me forever to get these 100 people because I've got to go through 400 to get there, and nobody wants to say it's me, right? Everybody wants to say it's him or it's her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I know a guy that could really use it. Dude, you are a guy. You are the guy. You're the guy I'm looking for. You're the one. Okay. Not everybody else. You're the same guy I'm looking for the $5 a month too, for the latte a month. You're the one. You.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I that's just how it is. I'm a pretty straight shooter, right? My dad was 82nd Airborne, the Special Forces group in Vietnam. I was born at Fort Bragg. It was a pretty rough household, boys. Like, buck
There you
up. Okay, let's go. Let's get it
Yeah.
done. We got something to do. Let's go. We ain't got time to mess around. Look, when my dad flipped on the lights at 4:15, right? You either got out of bed or the bed got out of you.
4:15.
4:15, sir. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. man.
For what the hell's going on
Yeah,
at
you-
4:15?
Yeah.
Well, when you run your own business, you got to go get things open before you go to school.
Yeah, wow.
School is secondary. You got to make a living first, then make yourself wise, then go back to work again. My dad owned a gas station, right? So you remember when gas stations, when you pull in, it had the little rope that you went and ding,
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 ding, ding, ding.
Yeah,
Yeah, of
I
course,
used to be
of
the
course.
kid that ran out. Hey, fill her up, right?
Yeah.
I did
All
not.
right.
Well, no matter what, whatever you said, I put in what you asked for, and hey, pop the hood. Let me check your oil. I'd check your oil. I wash your window. I'd fill up the water for your radiator and make sure that you had fluid in your washer tank that was
Mhm.
soap, not water, right?
Right.
De-icer if it was wintertime, because we took care of our people because we had regulars, right? Because we were the gas station on the corner, right? Like we took care of our people, but you had to hustle.
course.
You can't do this sitting on your ass.
No, not at all. And here, Rob from Red Beach Studios is saying support Patriot Bottles. But listen, Mike, you got a
Rob's
great
my
thing
boy.
going. And I think it's great. We got to make sure that people who are going to RPMS Nationals, you will be there.
Yeah.
Are you getting a booth there? Did you get a table? or
No,
anything?
because I'm not. I don't want to drive, right? So I don't want to haul all my stuff up there. I've got a whole setup. So I do shows. I've done Tampa.
Yeah, but it's a
once.
you're in Florida, so this is a far
Right.
away.
Yeah. So I'm not driving all the way up there
No,
and
no, I can
carrying all that.
understand
Like my donation bins are ammo cans. There's no way I'm going through the airport with
No,
my
no,
shit,
no,
bro.
no, and I can
So
understand that.
so yeah, I'm good.
But I want people
I'm
to know
just
that
going
they
to
can
speak.
find you there, and you are
I just
doing
need
a
a
seminar
cameraman. You know
or a
what I'm saying? I need a
presentation,
cameraman.
not a seminar, but you're doing a presentation there regarding Patriot
Three.
models.
Yeah, 3 on.
3 of them, and so like you definitely please keep in touch with me and let me know how it goes.
Yeah, definitely.
And we'll definitely get you on the podcast and like after the nationals, so you can talk about this a little more on the podcast, and hopefully some other podcasts as well will get you on. Maybe some other guys that listen will hear and want you to come on as well to talk about it, because it's for a great cause. And I think it's going to work out. It's going to take a little time for it to get
It's getting
traction,
there.
but once it does, I think you're going to do great.
It's getting there. We're already doing great. I mean, I have been whiny over the past few days, and so people have got this idea that we're not doing good because I've been whiny. All right, but it gets overwhelming because there's a lot to do. All right,
There's a lot to do, and you
I've
also
partnered
put a
with
lot
the
of your own
VA.
money out too.
We're
though. You did.
going to a veterans hospital once a week. All right, we're talking to 2 new guys every week at the Veterans Administration Hospital at their nursing home. All right. We just talked to Empath today. We're going to be helping them at least twice a month. All right. We've got Valor Commons, which is a county initiative here. They're going to put us in an office there, so I'll pay nothing for rent for that place.
Okay.
So I mean, we've got some collaborations going. It's just honestly, it's getting from here to where I can get a corporate sponsor is our trouble, which is why I'm $5 people a month to death, because you got to run a website, you got to have insurance, there's just a bunch to
work,
running one of
man.
these things, man. And so I put 25 grand in it personal money last year. All right, that's
It's a lot, though. And we talked
that's just
about
the way
that.
it is. All right, and then this year I don't have 25 grand to put in
No,
it,
but you
so
can't do
so I'm
that.
reaching out, trying to
Yeah,
get
man.
some help with it,
Yeah.
and I'm telling everybody, like, if we $1,000 a month into our budget would keep us to where, when nobody's funding this, we could keep the lights on, right? At this moment. So to do that, I need about 200-300 people, $5 a month. That's what we need. And we've got like 10, right? So I've got to start, right?
No, we got to help you get more people.
We need you to help, y'all. And listen, my brother committed suicide in 2021. All right. And this stuff is serious. Okay. It's serious.
Yeah.
17 veterans every day in this country commit suicide.
Yeah.
All right. Now, not everybody that we're going to talk to is suicidal. So it's not like I think I'm out here just saving suicidal people every day. Okay. The problem is you don't know who it is. You don't know which one it is. All right. So you got to act like it's all of them, because everybody's important, y'all. All souls are important. Okay.
Right.
So it's serious business. And, so I won't give up. All right. But it's not a question of will we keep it rolling or not. It is. We will keep it rolling, period. As long as I draw breath, it'll keep going.
Right.
The thing is will we do it? Will we fund it at a level that we can reach these 17 people? That's what we're trying to do. So that's tricky. And I want it to be, it's going to not want it to be. Our mission is to offer this to every veteran in the United States, period. If you serve, you should be offered this. And hey, you can say, no, that's fine. You don't need it. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
We'll keep moving. I want everybody
Did
to
they
have
get
the
any
opportunity to
government
say no.
funding for shit like this?
Well, if I finish this study, I can make the VA give it to everyone.
Right.
I can make it a
That's what I'm
benefit
saying.
with the VA, but I have to prove its efficacy first,
Right.
because it's only a small study so far. So you
Right.
can't just be like, oh, well, they proved it. They proved it with 20 guys,
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can understand
right? It's a
that.
small scale study. You can't, the VA is not going to, now with a small scale study and a large scale study, now you have a larger scientific body of information. You can go to them and you can force their hand on stuff like this. And they already do some of this stuff, but not with scale models. They do it with leather working.
Right.
So
sure.
it's not like they're unknown to this sort of thing, but you've got to come with something. And I'm partnered with Wounded Warriors. Walt Pyatt is a 3-star retired general from the U.S. Army. He and I are friends. He's put me with their local guy, and so I just did 15 Wounded Warriors last month. We put on a big thing for them, fed them, introduced them all to scale modeling. which was great for them. But we didn't. None of them asked for a second visit. So for the study, that's 14 people, right? But no study. And so I mean, look, it doesn't. The study is secondary. The study is what's going to make the VA give it to them.
It's a feasibility study.
Right now, it's just trying to get it to everybody and let them know it's here and like it's even available. Right. And then once people realize, oh, this is a good thing and we want it, there'll be a demand for it. There'll be people ask their VA, hey, are y'all doing this or whatever? But we just got to get it out there, right? So the first thing is like, you are the one. It's not just everybody else. That's number one. And that's about mental health in general, y'all. Mental health is not something that you just get and you got, right? Mental health is like fitness. Okay. You have to stay mentally healthy. You can't just get mentally fit and then, okay, I'm good now. No, you have to watch your mental health all the time, bro. Cause I don't know about you. I teach forensic science in high school. Right. So I'm not the guy to piss off. Awesome. Right. I'm just not the guy to piss off. I know all the rules. I know how everybody gets caught. Okay. Right. So
Joe Kenda,
keeping me calm is smart, bro. Modeling time is good for me, right? It's good for all these kids I'm around too, all these snot-nosed smarty pants, 20, think they're 27 when they're 14. You still got pimples on your pimples, boy. Calm down.
Steve doesn't have any of those, do you, Steve?
Not anymore. That's one benefit.
Listen, Mike, so we're going for a while, but I want people to know that that this is a great cause, Mike, and I hope everything works out. And we'll definitely update on this. But you will be at the Nationals doing presentations on this for anybody who's here watching. We're going to watch on the replays. We get a lot of people watch after the show is done as well, and hopefully they'll come find you at the show or attend one of your presentations.
Well, you can't miss me because I'll be taller than almost anybody there. And anybody wants to be a cameraman, boy, I'd love to have a cameraman too. Just honestly, anybody likes doing AV wants to.
They got to walk on stilts.
Love you.
Otherwise, it's just an.
And you can get in the back. Hey, you can get in the back. I'll lift you up onto this.
That's pretty cool. I'm hoping. I'll definitely check in, and Frankie will be there. Frankie is our Modeling Insanity representative there. We'll be attending the roundtable at the Nationals to discuss podcasts. Frankie's going to be there talking about that as well as other things. So that should be pretty good. All right, thanks, Mike. We do appreciate that. We're not going to show any of your shit because you already talked for 30 minutes on the stuff.
Bro, you're lucky it was only 30. I don't know what to tell you.
We're gonna, but that's good though. That's why we had you on. But we're gonna go to Steve Andriano for a little bit, and we're gonna not talk about all your work, Steve. We want to talk about the Zimmy models because everybody keeps talking about Zimmy models, and everybody has this in their head that this is like a new company and everything's gonna be great and all. They're just pretty much just taking these kits and reboxing them and just putting a new name on it, pretty much. And they're not reboxing good kits; they're reboxing
crappy kits. That was cool. That was really cool with Mike.
Mike was good.
Yeah.
Mike did it. That's why we wanted Mike on tonight because we wanted to get the word out, especially going into the Nationals. Get a little publicity about it so people could be aware of it, especially going into the Nationals in Fort Wayne, which is what, in like 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks.
Yeah, weekend after.
Yeah.
No, 2 weekends. Yeah.
All right. So Mr. Andriano is a big part of our group. We break his balls, but we love him. His dogs are not causing trouble right now, right, Steve?
Yeah, missing the rubber duck.
But yeah, we gotta hit the dog.
I got the ultrasonic box, so Benny even looks like he's going to bark.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Mike. Is Mike Gordon in here? Mike's texting me on Messenger while I'm trying to do the show. Mike, are you in the chat? Because I'm talking to you and trying to get this thing. Talk to Steve Andriano right now.
Which Mike?
No, not you. No.
How many mics are there in this?
How many mics are there in this world?
There's a lot of mics.
Mike Gordon.
At a high school class with 5 of us.
All right, so Steve, let's talk about the Zimmy models. So Frankie, we got any pictures of this Zimmy models kit?
Oh yeah.
What's this? So this is sort of like the Model 1, like it's on that the H30.
Is that fucking algebra? The fuck?
I know. Look at
It's German.
It's
on the Lorraine Schlepper.
Yeah.
The French had an ammunition carrier, and some German officer, Major Beck, got the idea that these things could be used, and he put every gun they could find on them. The Martyr 1, which Tamiya makes a much better kit, is a 75 pack 40. Then they made a 105, and they needed Rommel wanted these 15 centimeter howitzers, which were really heavy and had short range. So they rushed a bunch of these into production and shipped them all to the desert, where every one of them broke down after going about 5 miles because they completely overloaded the carriage. It was just a total disaster, but they look cool as hell. And
So this Zimmy model is 3. It's 3. It's 2 of the kits and 1 of the rail car, right? Is that why it's 3 in 1?
there are 3. Yeah, there's 2 of these, which is 2 too many, and a rail car.
Why would they give you 2 kits for them?
I
What's the don't get me wrong, I think it's great that someone gives you 2 kits, but like what's the purpose of this company giving you 2 of the same freaking model?
So you can do the cover, the box art.
Basically,
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
fill it the rail car, yeah.
I mean, it's the only
Yeah,
paint
weird.
scheme they ever.
Can sell
they
you
came
more
in.
that way.
Does it come with the figures too?
No,
So hold on, this is Paul. So Paul, yes, they are Dragon, but also other model kits as well. So they're
these
not
are
only
not
doing-
dragon molds.
So they're
trust
not
me.
only right.
Well, this-
Zimmy's not only doing Dragon, which they did have. They did do that announcement where Dragon was sold their molds to them or whatever. But it's also they're also doing other companies like these are like what do we say? This is
It's RPM or
RPM and Panda
Panda.
model. Their Zimmy's Striker model is the Panda kit. So you know people buying these kits with this like Zimmy models like label on it, and they're just Reebok shitty kits.
We'll show the pictures. I'll show how bad it is. Look, I love this vehicle. I've always loved that gun, and I've built every self-propelled gun. I built a couple of the main artillery pieces, which both DML and I think it's ADV Club make. And I've built every self-propelled version of this gun that's come out. So I had to build this one. But unfortunately, it's basically an RPM model kit that was updated by Panda. And it's really not a great kit.
You know what? I'm going to say this. You know, I'll talk about this on the podcast.
Well, actually, that's a different kit.
But I'll talk about this on Sunday when we record. It's going to kind of
That's a trumpeter
Oh,
gun.
Mrs. Rivers coming down the stairs. She heard me talking bad.
Uh-oh.
I thought you were talking about Steve Santucci again.
She thought I was talking about Steve saying talking bad about Steve.
Josh and Steve.
What do you call it? But I want to see, they also have Kitty Hawk. Yeah, exactly, Mad Genius. It's like I felt bad for you, Steve, because you were so excited, right? To get the no. I'm not. I'm being serious. I'm gonna listen. All joking aside, you know, I take shots for just being stupid. I'm being serious. You were looking so forward to doing this. Like, oh, I'm looking forward. Oh, the kit's delayed. It's going to come tomorrow. Oh, it's coming the next day. You get the kit, you open it up, you start building it, and you were miserable. And that sucks because this is 2026, man. You know, we were talking with Paul about like, you know, going through the initiation of model building where you built shitty kits, or you had to do things to make things better on your own. And now you buy kits that are better, that have everything you need. And, you know, you experience the shitty kits to now get to the good kits. Now it's like you're going backwards. Zimmy Models is like, F these guys. I'm just going to fucking box these shitty kits for these people.
Listen, I'm gonna finish this.
I'm sure you will. I mean,
but it's annoying. I mean, look at all the clamps.
Right, but that's the
a
thing,
great
though.
picture.
You know what it is some of these companies, like
It's a fantastic array, Steve.
Yeah, it's like they don't make sure that the models are fucking like. Where is their R&D? Like, where is their quality assurance department to ensure that the kits are able to be built properly? Like, they should be able to be built. Who was telling the story? Who was in our room that was telling the story about? Am I having a brain fart? Someone was talking about.
So you know.
No. Someone was talking about how they. Auntie was telling the story, Frank, our buddy Auntie from Finland was
Yeah.
telling a story about how he was having a problem with the Zukimura kit.
Oh yeah. So
okay.
Auntie.
Yeah, so tell the story, Frank. You tell it better than I do, but increase your volume a little bit.
Well, I can't. So I'll just talk louder, like you're
Yeah,
a
no, tell the
tourist or
story.
a foreigner.
This will play into this, Steve.
So Auntie was building a Zukimura kit, which they're fantastic builds, but he was getting it where it wouldn't fit properly. So he wrote to them, and he said, "Hi, dear Zukimura, these parts aren't fitting properly. I've got this gap. What is it? What's going on?" Zukimura took a few days to get back to him. Auntie flipped out because the email he got from them included a long response that said, "Oh, we've noticed there's an issue. We've taken a couple of the kits and built it. There is this problem. So here's a 4-page PDF with illustrations on how to make it correct. And if you've damaged any of your parts while trying to do this, let us know. We will send you replacements."
No shit. Really?
No shit. And in the diagram,
Well, I
what
mean,
in-
that's the Japanese though for you.
but Rob, with Zook, right? Tell me if I'm wrong, right, Frankie? In the diagrams, they purposefully built the kit wrong to see if that's why it happened to him.
Yeah.
Like they built it the right way, and then they built it like a couple of degrees off to see if that's why it did it. And they showed it in the diagram. Like, talk about fucking customer service. That's amazing.
At the end of the day, it was like, "Dear Auntie, this is not your fault.
Right. And then
It's the kid's
That's-
fault. Let us
is that
fix it
not
for you."
amazing? And he's like, I was wondering why they were taking so long to respond to him. They were, because they were making this whole entire demonstration for him that they emailed. I'm not saying maybe they sent this to other people too, but they sent it to him. It was fucking amazing.
That's great.
Yeah.
Right. And then you
Wow.
got this, and you got these other companies who probably don't even build their goddamn kits to even see if they fit. That's the difference.
Yeah.
That's the problem today, and with a lot of these companies, and especially the Zimmy models. And look at Mike's holding something up, Mike. Well, hold on, Mike, you're muted. Is Mike muted?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
So-
voted.
There you
Another
go.
bad kit.
No, you're
we're
muted.
fighting it. We're fighting it. We're fighting each other. So yeah, this is an Atlantis. Okay, this
Yeah.
is an Atlantis.
Long
Yeah,
Island.
this is,
I know
this
the
is a
people-
Reeboks of a Revell. I talked about this on a previous show. This is a piece of shit. Is what this is.
Yeah, well, they're on Long
All right,
Island.
garbage.
in the Atlantis
So look,
model.
I got it over here. Hold on. Here's the. I've painted it like 4 times now, trying to get it right. It's got like a dimple right on both sides here that was horrendous. I think I finally got it out with some 1500,
Yeah.
like the 3rd time. So,
But the thing is, with Atlantis models, you know what you're getting with that.
Yeah.
You know,
They-
like Tooch knows. Tooch, you're muted, but Tooch knows the guy who owns Atlantis or runs Atlantis because they're on Long Island, right? Tooch.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you follow them on Facebook and YouTube. They'll show you the molds. These molds are 60 and 70 years old. Some of these molds,
yeah,
and they're still using them, and they buy them too from when the manufacturers sell them.
I
But
have
what's
them all.
funnier, what's funny is that yeah, the mold
I enjoy them.
that's where 3D we can get into a whole topic, but that's where 3D's taken us because it's cheaper. Because the machining and the tooling is what is
We're
cost.
supposed to get him on the show. Like we've been
Yeah.
meaning to get him on the show. We see him at the Nationals, and he comes to our Long Island show because they're based out of Long Island, Mike, because it's Atlantis models. But that's funny how you mentioned that. But it all goes hand in hand, especially with these newer companies like the Zimmy models. That is like I guess the newest company now, and they're like, oh well, they're incorporating 3D print in it. Is there any 3D printed stuff in that kit?
No.
In this one, no.
Then
It's
what's the difference then? What is it then?
This is all plastic, and like I said, it's basically a Reeboks RPM kit, which is, that's okay, but I had really hoped for a lot more.
You're at a okay, hypothetically speaking, you're at a show and you're walking around and we're looking at kits at some wherever, and there's an RPM schlepper or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
Are you buying it?
No.
Exactly. You're buying the Zimmy models because it says Zimmy on it now, thinking it's a new fucking kit, but instead you're getting the shitty RPM kit, for God's sake. And how much was that model?
90.
$90. Are you freaking kidding me? $90.
Would I kid you?
Well, there's
Well,
three
five-
kits.
well,
there's
there's
three
three-
kits in it.
All right, they give you 3 kits. They give you two of the shitty kits for Christ's sake. So you're
And the other
paying
one's a
$45
Panda.
a model or whatever it is, and you're getting the rail car in for that's the consolation prize for being stupid for buying their model.
Gee, thanks.
And look at all these people who are going to get saddled with Reeboks Pandas, not knowing it's a Panda model.
Well,
And-
that's why I've
and
been.
you're gonna
That's
hate
why
your
I'm here
life.
tonight. That's why I've been posting it. If you notice over the last 2 weeks, I've been posting, "Hey, this is a Panda model kit," and I've been showing everybody what the problems are and what I've been doing to get it fixed. Because it's such a I've been doing this for a very long time, and I've never learned my lesson. I buy based on subject matter.
No,
Okay?
I can appreciate that, though. I appreciate that.
And I have gotten into a lot of problems.
No, listen. We have this debate. It's cyclical. It's
All the time.
listen. Yes, is it? You want to be able to not be an assembler and have to do some things to make things better? Sure. But when your time is precious and you're building models, you can't be spending hours fixing problems with molds, right? There's a difference. There's a difference when you correct things to make it better, and there's a difference when you spend time to make it fit. That I don't want to deal with. I don't want to deal with the hull not fitting properly. I don't want to deal with it. I got other things to do, and I want to move on and do other things in the hobby. There's differences between having to fix things to make it actually fit, and making things to make it better. Brian Denker, well, Brian's not there. I was going to ask him Rob Adams. Am I right?
Yeah, no, I totally
Right.
agree.
So the thing is
That's
these
my
kids-
definition of a shitty kit is one
Right.
that doesn't go together.
Right. And then you do, and you're sanding so much or filling so much to the point where you're not. It's never going to look right. It's never going to look right. And is it worth it? Like you said, Steve, you build it because you want to build the subject, and I can appreciate that. There's certain kits that you've looked that aren't available, or you always are looking forward to coming out, or someone doing let's say a Vargas kit, like you and Tooch get these Vargas kits. This guy does obscure artillery and World War One shit and whatever, which is pretty cool. But Tooch will tell you, some of those Vargas kits aren't the easiest to put together either.
I know.
I mean, just because it's 3D printed doesn't mean that it's going to fit together good. It all depends on the print as well. I want to get to doing stuff. I want to promote Demon Barber's designs in a little bit, and we'll talk about when you're building something where it's the print and the design is flawless. That it just makes building the model or the upgrade, the conversion that much easier because it's designed to do it. The Zimmy models. Do you have any more pictures of this thing? There's a couple more pictures, right, Frankie?
I just built a Tamiya Lorraine Schlepper, and I got to tell you, that is a beautiful kit that just went together so well.
Right. Are you talking
And-
about the Model 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful, right? I mean, the fit's immaculate.
And to be honestly, if I had been at a show or in a store and I had opened this up and seen it, I probably wouldn't have bought it.
Is this like the H39 suspension?
No. This is a totally different vehicle. This was an ammunition carrier called a Lorraine Schlepper.
Okay, so but it's based on a French.
Yes,
the lower hole's the French, right? The
It's a French vehicle, but it
Hotchkiss,
wasn't.
right? It's a Hotchkiss.
No,
No,
no, Lorraine. It was just an ammunition carrier. It wasn't a French tank.
Rob, do you remember when you'd see the Germans at the beginning before the war, and they had basically the Panzer ones with nothing on top?
Yeah.
It's exactly what this is. It's just the French
Oh,
version,
okay.
like the UE. Every country came out with a tractor that was used basically as a tow vehicle. The Germans just looked at it and said, "You know what's a great idea? Is put a big fucking gun on this."
Yeah, it was supposed to be a farm fucking vehicle, and they're putting bazookas on it.
It was supposed to be a farm tractor.
Right,
But
they're supposed to
they-
be fucking
They made them to carry ammunition and to tow artillery, and the Germans. They needed mobile anti-tank guns desperately. So the first thing they started doing was putting PaK 40s on them. And the PaK 40 wasn't bad. But then when they went to the 105 and the 150, It just totally
Look at
overwhelmed.
those sick marks, man, on that thing, Maron. Steve, man, your fucking hands are heavy. You gotta watch how you're cutting shit off, though, Maron, dude. Like, what are you doing, man?
What?
You're fucking slicing and dicing this thing. Now I'm starting to think that it's not just the kid; it's your hands that fucking.
How will you
weapons,
shut
man.
up?
Dude, what are you doing to this poor model, man?
Oh, please.
Steve,
What?
gentle. I'm looking at the plastic. It looks like it's like mini art plastic, for Christ's sake, too.
It's not really good quality.
It's like yes, but you got it's like what are you dumping extra thin on those seams? What are you doing?
pretty much, but they'll sand that all out. So
Sand.
Buff out. It'll buff out.
it'll buff
It'll
out.
buff out.
It will.
Look at the freaking leaf springs.
That's all sand. That's all filling gaps. What?
I'm joking. I wish I could zoom in on it. What are you doing? Steve, you got like 15 clamps on this freaking.
Trust me,
You
they'll.
got clamps on the clamps.
It looks like Brian's workplace.
Hey, yes,
A lot of people are
but
enjoying the
still-
clamps.
Yeah, all those
I
I
clamps.
love clamps. I am
Yeah,
a
I
fan,
know, this
man.
is getting-
You got clothespins from like 1967 on there, for God's sake. They're like
They're
like
from my grandmother. They're
things.
earlier
That looks
than
like a really big clothes.
Beauty.
She's
Fuck
like
yeah,
a folder
Steve.
for the-
Is
Keep
there any
rocking
more-
those clothespins.
is there
Those
any
are the
more of these, Frankie?
1940s clothespins.
You know what? This is the funny thing. Steve will
I got a
message
bunch
me.
of
Do you
these
think
little
you
fuckers.
think I could do a review on this for the magazine? I'm like, Steve, not when you're taking pictures like this.
Well, these weren't. I know I wasn't going to do a magazine. This is just for the internet, for the
You
post.
should do this
so-
for amps. Actually,
Um.
you should have did a review for Mike Reeves. I would have.
Well, they only
that-
do reviews. Oh, this is my H39. That's the Tamiya kit.
You did a
that I
good
just
job
did.
on this, though. I like how
Yeah.
you did this. This was good. You did. A good
This was fun.
This was good. You did a good job. But the poor Lorraine schlepper, whatever you call this. So you're building? Are you doing two at a time, or you building one at a time? What are
Oh
you
hell
doing?
no! I'm not doing the second one. I'm
Yeah.
trying to
Say
see if I
Lorraine
can trade.
Nah,
What
that's
is that,
tough, man.
Rob?
But $90.
He doesn't have enough clamps to do two.
I understand. I understand the fact that it's $90.
What happened?
No.
Now let's riff.
Hold on. I understand that it's $90 and you're getting to the kid and you're getting the rail car, but in a
I'm
lot
not
of
doing-
ways, it's like
Yeah.
they're bribing you to do it, though. It's like
I believe Frankie and I would both gladly build an RPM kit, but we wouldn't pay $90 for a Reebok's RPM kit.
No.
Yeah,
Well, I'm gonna
Frank and
do-
I like the old junk.
yeah.
I'm going to
By
do
the
the
way,
rail
Rob-
car, which is not. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's fairly clunky, the parts on the rail car. I'm going to do the rail car, but then I'm going to do probably an R35 ammunition carrier. I don't want to have two 15 centimeter, on the same rail car. That's boring.
Why not? That's 30 centimeters of goodness.
Yeah. Double
she
up.
said.
The only thing I might do is buy a Tamiya Lorraine.
Bigger
Rick,
is better.
don't play with
Steve.
your barrel.
My barrel's bigger than yours.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. But didn't your mother ever tell you it's not polite
Like
to
he's
point?
playing fucking Harry Potter over there.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
he's got a
Steve,
warrant.
Charles,
listen, I hope that it works
Dobby.
out in the end for you with that kit, man. But you got to.
Guardian
there you go.
Leviosa.
Oh, look at
this
that.
guy.
Look at that.
Which kid is that?
That's the car.
That
T model.
is that Zimmy too?
Beauty.
No, it's T model.
Oh, the
That's
team
the
model.
same car.
It's the same car.
Well,
Yeah.
I
cool.
think I got
Oh,
this
okay.
for $20 from Andy's.
Oh,
Man,
Oh.
models are so fucking
We
cool.
talked about this on the podcast, and I said it. Just because just because you think it's new doesn't mean it's better.
I was
And-
hoping it
Or
was.
that it's even new.
And it's
Yeah.
funny because it's funny because I can seem kind of hypocritical too in some ways. Because when I posted the JS2 for Rye Fields recently, what is Darren saying? People are like, oh well, the Rye Fields JS2 is they copied Tamiya, and I'm like, well, okay, they copied what? The mold? Like they mimicked some of the things that Tamiya did. I mean, if anybody's ever built the Tamiya JS2, it's a fucking great kit, right, Frank?
Absolutely.
And if you're gonna copy the design in some ways of what they did, that's fine. I mean, there's only so many ways you can make a model. And I'm like, the Ryfield model is a great kit. They do it's like the Tamiya kit doesn't have articulating suspension, right, Frank? The Ryfield models kit does. The Tamiya kit doesn't provide workable tracks. The Ryfield model does, right? They don't offer the Tamiya's barrel is 2-piece, right? And you got even the muzzle is 2-piece. Ryfield gives you a 2-piece barrel, but a 1-piece 3D printed muzzle in the kit, which Tamiya doesn't do, right? And Ryfield gives you the option of buying an upgrade set done specifically for the kit with the full 3D printed barrel, all the upgrades, fenders, 3 frets of photo etch. That really makes the kit that much better. Yet people would look at this guy. Steve, my God. That,
What's the
it looks
reticence
like
towards?
yeah.
Everybody fucks
Steve,
with
you
this 3D
cheap
printed
bastard!
shit.
Get
Why not-
yourself a
why not
fucking
do
It looks
metal?
like
roller.
it looks like God forbid a fire happened and like his bottle like melted to the table and that like it's like
No, it's like a secure footing.
And so you did.
Yeah.
You're gonna flip it over. Hey, Frankie, do you have the picture of my Lorraine Schlepper, the Tamiya Lorraine Schlepper with the chassis from this one that I took? I don't know if I
let
sent
me
it.
see.
to
I
you.
might have one. Hold on. Let me see what I got here with this guy.
Oh, come on, seriously. You do it another day.
All right, well, we're finishing up
Hey,
here.
I got to be up at 6:30 to go to a freaking bill day tomorrow. So
Who you go
Wild.
Bill Day with who? Those bunch of degenerates over there?
yeah,
It's 6:30.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Degenerates and reprobates. Thank you
Well,
very much.
freaking Bergie
Yes.
likes this.
Yes.
Oh, I don't
He has
have
this-
it, Steve. I didn't download it too because we'll keep it short and sweet.
He has
I
this
mean
that loving.
obsession
Yeah,
with
dude, that
getting up
sounds
early.
terrible, Steve. Oh, what
I
a waste
agree.
of a day.
No.
You're gonna spend. You're wasting tomorrow's supposed to be beautiful out too, and you're gonna go to a build day with those degenerates over there, dude.
Is
Everybody,
anybody
like
else coming?
what was that?
I was wondering if
Dude, I'm gonna be in New York City tomorrow. I'm hitting the bar and going out for a nice dinner with the Tooches tomorrow, man.
you poor
Oh,
guy.
it's the Spirit Union celebration.
We're going. Come on, Bri. Come into the city.
What?
Yeah, man. Come in tomorrow. Nah, don't come.
He's
Sounds
saying
dang.
no, so
I mean, I
don't worry
could.
about it.
We
No,
don't wanna see
I
you.
see this. I can see Staten and Brooklyn and the Verrazano and the city across the water from my house
You
here. on the
could.
shore
We'll
in
wave to
Jersey.
you. We'll wave to you. All right. Before we go off,
you'll
I
have
just
to.
want to give a little promotion to Demon Barber Designs a little bit because if anybody loves the BT5, the Demon Barber Designs just came out with an amazing print of the BT5. If anybody wants to take a look at this is the print, and if you guys look at this the intake or the grill on the
Use your
rear,
words.
it's you use your big boy words. It's
Words
pretty
are hard.
amazing stuff, man. Even the instructions, like to build the turret, is pretty amazing. This is just like the turret as well too. The print is like
legit. Wow.
Brian. The print on this thing is outstanding. It's one of
Yeah,
the
it looks
best.
clean as fuck, man.
Yeah, man, and it's amazing how he. I want to show this here. The instructions. He did these instructions. I don't know how he did them, but look at these.
Fucking
instructions.
love that. I mean, it may be like a combo of photographs and machine learning, like extrapolation, which is still pretty legit.
He did. He did it. He
Just
did it.
setting it up and laying. I have a whole fucking resin kit that I have to ship out that I don't have any instructions for, and this is not a bad idea. So.
He did a really good job, and this is meant to be done on the Hobby Boss kit. So, I did it on the late BT5. I just wanted to show a couple because I want to promote this. This is going demonbarberdesigns.com, and the fit is it's like flawless. I mean, the fit on the kit, and the print is pretty amazing. What I did is people ask me, and I can do it on here because I got the pictures here. I redid the mud guards, and by doing redoing the mud guards, what I did was the top left is one that was already done. The side up top right is the kit part, and what you see on the brass sheet is the tape that I put on the kit part, and I just like use an X-Acto blade and cut it out, and then make the lines where I need to solder it and fold.
Yeah.
So I put it on, and Brian, how this would be. And it was like,
Yes,
oh, how
I'm
did
a
you cut
metal
it?
worker.
Yeah, you're a metal worker. So then
I know
using
it-
like
I know well. Yeah.
using like a Tamiya like a P scissor, just cut around as close as I possibly can
Right.
to cut
Look at those
around.
adorable little sausage fingers.
Look at those, dude! Look at my fingertips; they're getting cut by the fucking.
I
Exact
know,
blade.
right?
He's got
Yeah,
Vienna,
you're fine.
Vienna sausage fingers.
Right, and
That's
then
right, baby.
And then after it's all cut up,
Uh-huh.
and then I bent it, and then solder it and stuff like that.
Right.
But then I wanted to show some finished pics, and again, BT5 from Demon Barber Design, when it's done and built with the tracks. The tracks are just sagging because they're just on for the pictures. But
That's fine.
the fit is pretty amazing, and I highly recommend this kit from Demon Barber Design. So if anybody's into Russian armor, if you want to do an earlier type of BT, this is amazing. And we're going to talk about on the show this on Sunday as well. But Demon Barber Designs, and like here, I just did some because there's always clutter on a Russian tank, right, Frankie? And then just doing tops and doing some tools and on the fenders. But you can see here how the fit is for this print. There's not a layer line to be seen, right, Frankie?
Yeah, no, it's clean as fuck.
There's not a layer line to be seen.
Look
It's
at the
probably-
grill on the back there.
Yeah, I want to.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
right?
what I wanted to show. I want to show.
That was it was in the center and the bottom of the first image that you posted up on this, and I wanted to see a closer image of it. And
Let's see. We
that
got another
looks
one here.
really damn
It's
nice.
crisp.
Ooh,
It's like
Yeah.
look at that. That's all
Holy
3D
fuck.
printed. That grill. If anybody in the chat
gives
sees
me
this,
emotions.
if anybody sees this, that grill is. Look at that, man. It looks like a fucking fence, man.
Oh my
How
god,
do-
where
how do you
kit
get that
bash
off
that
the
with?
I don't
That's
know.
Beautiful.
Where are the support? Or no, that's right onto the main part, or is that a separate piece?
No. It's a separate piece. Hold on, I'll show you.
Mhm.
Let me just. I got
Yes, the first image that you posted up, it was in the center bottom of that. That shit is. That's where it is on the.
This I got it by itself. So hold on, let me see. Is this?
Oh, you
it?
do? Oh,
Let me see if this is it. I have
Sorry, I'm
my
very
glasses
excited.
on. Nope, that's the wrong
put
piece.
your fucking glasses on. What the fuck?
You're an idiot. Here, this is it. I think this is it.
Wow.
There it is. That's it right
All right,
there.
zoom in like Bob and Doug McKenzie. Zoom in.
I
on
can't
me.
zoom in,
All right,
man. And you know
eh?
what? I should have took
Can't
a.
zoom in on this. Oh fuck.
Well,
Here,
Boards
wait,
were on
this
the
one too.
frame, which is good.
Yeah,
Look,
This is
yeah.
it all-
Two screens.
That's it off this frame.
It's
the other
amazing
screen,
how
yeah.
it can get onto that. Yeah, but yeah, all the supports are on the frame.
Yeah, no, all on the frame. There's nothing was on the screens or anything.
That
Yeah,
is
it's
fucking
kind of
amazing,
master.
though, man. It really
It's-
is.
Yep.
It's
That is
amazing.
fantastic.
I can't tell you how amazing it is. And the Hobby Boss kit is really good. The only thing that's really missing is the support brace
Mhm.
that is on the real vehicle. There's like a support brace for the side of the hull. So just using like some
there?
strip sprue, like you just put it in there
Yeah.
and just add the bolts.
Is it like 1.8 by quarter
Yeah.
mil or something?
If I'll be lying to if I even knew what I used.
Probably
but
mil. Like
it
20
worked out pretty good. And
Right.
again, this is how I gotta think of it.
How do you do your little rivets there, Robbie?
This is using just an RP Tools punch and die set, man. That's
Oh,
it.
you're just punching straight up. I always cut
Punch-
mine from round stock. So
I can do
curious.
that. I just
Yeah.
do just an RP Tools punch and die set.
Yeah,
Easy
no
peasy.
reason. It's just, hey, I'm just curious. It's fucking great. They look wonderful.
Yeah, if anybody like does like scratch building, just an RP Tools right there, punch and
Mhm.
die set to just put them on there. But again, I just wanted to give Christopher Nielsen over at Demon Barber Design a shout out because he did an amazing job on this print, and it was a lot of fun to do this kit. And I love Russian armor, and there's no good really big BT5s out there. So that's it with the fenders. You can see how they fit perfectly on there. No issues. It's a great kit, and that's my show and tell for tonight. Frank, you want to show your elephant?
Rob over here with the fucking Cadillac of photo etch benders.
But
Like
keep your
this
pants
big.
on, Frank.
He
Keep your
is
pants
the
on. The
devil.
other elephant.
All right, so
Oh,
that's going to
that's-
be in the next issue, the September issue of MMR. That'll be in there. So
Yeah, I know. I have an article I owe.
Yeah, well, we've been trying to get you into fantasy figuring forever.
I know for like a year. I know. I'm
Look at
working
this,
on
and
it.
look at Frankie Donati with this quarter scale elephant that was done without permission.
Because he thinks I need it, right?
Yeah,
Nope, he did without permission. He did it.
I like it, Frankie.
Again.
Frankie, you did a good job on this, man.
That looks great.
Yeah, it's Mr. Surfacer 500 for the Zimmerit.
Wow.
Everyone's wanting to
Mhm.
do the, not
For the
use dead
Zimmerit,
wood.
no less.
Yes, sir.
Ooh. Miraiki. To be
It's
racist.
got the little guy up there that
Frankie, this is good, man. The weathering on here looks great, man.
not too much. Just wanted to keep it a little bit schmutzy.
Well, listen, these things got
Yeah.
beat up, man.
Yeah.
These were
And
beat
then,
up.
Just,
Beat up and
just
blown
for the
up.
haters out there, I then
Beat
threw
up
it
and
into-
blown up.
I threw it into an AI.
Ah,
You ruined it, Frankie. You ruined
Fucking-
it.
You're getting
that.
kicked off my site.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why I did it, just to be a shithead.
More
Ah,
AI
you-
trash.
this looks really good. Frankie, what did you use? Tamiya paints for that?
I mean, that's a
Yeah,
fine.
it was Mr. Surfacer and then all Tamiya, and then the details were
Tamiya
A.
dark, does Tamiya act just their Tamiya dark yellow?
Number
Or dark
the
yellow
acrylic?
too?
Sorry, I'm looking at my big
X-
screen.
XF88, and there was the dark green number 2.
You did good, man. Listen, this was a good time tonight. I really appreciate everybody coming in. We're on like 2 hours and 15 minutes. We've gone really long. Tooch is pissed. It's past his bedtime. He's
I
got
gotta
to be
go
in a
work
good.
in the morning.
I know you do, and you need to be out of there early because we're going to be meeting in the city. Dinner at 6:00. Butter, West 45th.
I'll be there at 5:45.
Oh, come on.
I'll
We're
be
going
there.
to Conley's to get a
It's a good
drink.
neighborhood.
beforehand.
That's a good neighborhood. Hope you enjoy it, guys.
Everybody in the chat, we appreciate everybody coming on tonight and watching. This was a lot of fun. We had a lot of people. We topped out. Over 50 people came in. We're in at one time. We'll get the final numbers when we're done. But we do appreciate it. Brian Dencloud came in late. We had an extra seat. He was really talkative in the chat. We're like, I get that bastard in. And we also wanted Matt to make sure that he hasn't met him. He's a weird looking guy, right?
Next February.
Look, he looks like Don Johnson from my
Miami
Miami
Vice.
Vice.
Miami
His
Vice.
open
Not to be
shirt.
mistaken with the Don Johnson from Wings and Wheels up in Massachusetts.
Yeah, that Johnson, Don
Mhm.
Johnson from up there. That's funny. Oh my God, Mike Blaylock, thank you for coming on and promoting Patriot Models. We're definitely going to keep promoting it, and like I said,
Thanks
we'll
for
definitely
having
do a
us.
spot for the show. And I hope everything works out great. And please keep me posted on how it goes at the Nationals, and make sure you seek out Frankie Donati. You two guys, he's a tall guy too, so you guys will see everybody over this. You'll be able to look over everybody when you're there. So.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah,
Thanks for
yeah.
having me. I
Yeah, of
appreciate you
course.
having me on.
Yeah, Matt, thank you for coming on, as well as Chuck Rice. Chuck, big part of the group. Paul, again, you too. We appreciate it. It was great meeting you.
Appreciate it.
And please come into one of the build rooms. Matt, I know you've been coming in once in a while. Mike, you too. You're always welcome. The build rooms, we are in there every night. Obviously, it's late tonight, so we won't be in there. And after this, I'm going to bed too. But Paul, you're more than welcome to come in the Discord. We have a blast. We build models. We have fun. And once you come in, you get addicted. You get like Chuck. He never leaves.
Yeah.
You're
And then
all
you
night.
get to learn how to grow weed and everything else from one of
Yeah,
our
right.
panel members right here. Actually,
Yeah.
non-modeling stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it real quick. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go ahead, Charles.
Really quick, I saw a guy on here. It was Woody Woodpecker Models earlier. He might be gone, but that's Dale Perdue out of the PD Scale Modelers out of Florence, South Carolina. They did their first show back in June and knocked it out the park. And they're going to have another one next June. I think they had like 380 models on the table, which for the Carolinas is really good. And they had a huge turnout. So, Dale, you did great. So it was good to see you on here. And there's another big one coming up September 26th in Mooresville, North Carolina. The IPMS Race City guys are going to have a hell of a good show September 26th. So come up there and see me, and I'll introduce you like I did with Brian in front, give a big old hug, smooches, and all that kind of fun stuff.
Did we
No,
say
the
you
smooches
could
are
just go
Frankie.
around promoting shit on our show? Did we
I
say
did.
that?
No, but yeah, I did it.
Well, listen, Chuck is a bit. Listen, one thing about the Insanity, I do say this all the time. Yes, we have a podcast. Yeah, we do this Insanity TV, but we're a community, and everybody
Yeah.
that's part of our group is no more
Yeah.
important than anybody else. That includes me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
I'm the
dude,
kid. I'm the
bro.
latchkey kid from the neighbor
Everybody
podcast.
in
And I
our
always been
group
coming
is
over and
in-
hanging out.
Everybody
Yeah.
as a part. Everybody that's part of the group is important, and we have a great
Show up
time.
at Rob's.
And
Have
that,
piece of
and you
peanut
know
butter
that
and
you're,
jelly.
you know, you got some balls, Santucci, because that is Chuck. Chuck, am I telling the truth? Yes or no?
He's got them big balls, big breast balls.
These fucking guys.
No, but it's you know, I'm in the middle of BFE, South Carolina. I didn't grow up with a lot of friends. I have more friends now. I mean, hell, I talk to everybody. You guys are across the country, so this is. I just want to meet more people, see more people. So come to as many shows as you can. You
That's
got
true.
1 mile, you got 0 miles. Just show up.
Right.
And there's going to be people like me who are going to bug the crap out of you. And there's going to be people who won't say a word to you. And then there's going to be people you wish you never met. Hey, Steve, how you? I'm just kidding. I love you,
Starting to
Steve.
sound like Brad for a moment.
No,
No, I love you, Steve. You're awesome.
Well, I hope we'll definitely. I think we'll be doing. We'll probably have a live cast next week. We should. I think we're gonna have a live cast next week. We are recording our episode 50 on Sunday, which should be fun. That's like a milestone for us. Remember, we don't release every. Do you release every 2 weeks, Brian? The Build Sideways, or no? You guys.
Oh no, man! Things have been so crocked since Pab's got his new job and everything. But yeah, it's off. Like we went Tuesday. I'm also recording a special episode tomorrow.
Okay,
So
good.
it's kind of like
I
right
know,
now it's
well-
where we're getting where we can fit in, baby.
We do every 3 weeks, so we're on like I know like Beyond the Box. Like I tell Brownie all the time, like they fucking release. I'm like, dude, you're releasing a show like
Dude,
every week.
Yeah, it's because they're young.
young Brownie's an old man.
That does not matter. He's new to the podcasting. That's the way
I
it
know.
goes.
So we're like,
Remember when
Podcasting,
pandemic
baby.
was going down and everybody was releasing a show like
Yeah, I
every
know.
week and
Yeah.
week?
well, we
it
were
was
doing the mysteries
nuts.
at the time, but
Yeah.
the insanity.
I know. We were still doing. Yeah, we were still building.
Episode 50 is a big milestone for us. It's more like we're at like episode 60, but we have like about 10 special episodes in there. But
Yeah, you can't count that shit, man.
well, whatever. I do like the on the bed, like after dark. We do like
I know.
guys.
Yeah, I can't believe you do that. Those guys, those reprobates.
Yeah,
degenerates.
Whitey and
of the
Goldfinch
earth.
is going to be at my house next Friday, so I'll give you guys a full
Ah.
report. So hopefully he survives.
Whitey is
Um,
still wrong about the Fifth Element.
Yeah, I know. Well, he's wrong about
Dude,
Top Gun too.
Amen to that.
Mhm.
All right, we're not going to get into it. All right, so we're
You
going to
gotta bring me on with one of those, Rob. I swear to God. Every time you guys are like,
I'll
"What's
get
the
you
name of the
on.
thing?"
Well,
I'm
well, the
shouting in the metal
once,
shop the
once
fucking name
after
of the
the
thing.
Nationals and Goldfinch is back home and back and back to normal, we're going to start our new podcast, the movie Misfits, which is going to be just all movies. It's going to be a blast. All right, and until then, so let's sign off. We'll do our segment. So for the Modeling Insanity podcast, I'm Rob Riff with my co-host, Mr. Frankie Donati,
Thanks for spending some time with us.
Steve Santucci.
Build what you love what you build.
We got Rob Adams,
Have a great evening, everyone.
and our special guest, Mr. Mike Blaylock.
Thanks for having me. Great to be here.
Yeah, we got Brian Denklau, our special guest who didn't show anything.
Hey, I would have shown stuff.
Yeah, he
I'm
did.
always
He
working on
showed
shit.
Up. He showed.
He didn't know. He didn't know he was
He
supposed to
didn't
be
know. We
on.
brought him in impromptu. we got Mr. Matt Zador,
Thanks for having me. Have a good night, guys.
Mr. Chuck Rice.
Bye, y'all, and bless your hearts.
Oh
We got-
my God!
We got Steve A. Look at
Be
it.
good and be nice to each other.
All right, and Paul Kugelman.
Oh, very good. Steve.
Yeah, be excellent to each other. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell
Guys,
yeah,
stick
Paul.
around. Stick
Party
around
on.
when we go out. So, okay, guys. So be safe, and we will catch you on the flip side.
As Adriano twists